Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your NXT Takeover Chicago live reactions. This show is looking like it's going to be a pretty freaking solid. We've got 5 matches lined up for the night. John, are you looking forward to this stuff?
Yeah, bro, you and I were talking before going live, and you know that I'm not as excited for this takeover as I have been others. However, when we always get to showtime, I've always got a smile on my face, a pep in my step, some joy in my voice, if you will, and I'm very much anticipating the main event. Can Hideo do it? Can he take his place as the king? Can he become NXT champion? I'm rooting for him. This is the biggest emotional investment I've had in an NXT TakeOver main event in some time. Let's get to it, man. And that's the image we closed on. Hideo holding that NXT championship. Now we're going to go to the arena. And what match do you think is going to open?
Rocket League presents NXT TakeOver Chicago.
Exactly. And actually, I did ask you what match you thought was going to open, but you already answered that in previous predictions. I believe you said Roderick Strong and Eric Young, correct?
That would be correct, my friend. That would be correct.
I think that'll be a solid match if they choose to open with that. So we shall see. And I'll tell you, it's going to be weird not having guys like Aleister Black or Andrade on this show. But our hearts will go on, as now we're joining the announce team.
I love watching people play Rocket League. I wish I could afford to buy it to play it myself. It looks like a lot of fun.
My sister is like quite the tactician at that game. She's really good. She's poured so many hours into it. It's insane.
Nice.
So respect to her. Shout out to my sister. She's absolutely wonderful and a Rocket League expert. And I'll tell you, nothing compared to the experts, though. We're going to see ply their craft here tonight at NXT TakeOver Chicago. What kind of crowd are you expecting, Ashton? Are you expecting like a crowd to be really into Hideo?
Yeah. You know what? I would hope they would be into Hideo, considering he invented the move that their hero made famous.
That's true. That's very true.
But Eric Young, I was right. Unless it's Asuka or Nikki Cross, and we're going to get the women's match first, but they never, ever, ever do that, so it's totally going to be Eric Young.
Yeah, that is certainly true. Insanity has arrived, and like I've been saying, I feel like Eric Young's had that steady stream of momentum and everything else, slowly making the ascent to the NXT Championship. And there he is with Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf.
Oh, look, they finally made the mistake of typing a T instead of a cross when they were typing out Sanity.
Yeah.
It's S-A-N-I cross Y, not Sanity.
And I gotta wonder, because if memory serves, I think Eric Young is undefeated at takeovers right now. So he actually has quite a streak, because didn't Sanity win that big 6-man war?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eric Young is yet to lose at a takeover, which I find very interesting in itself. Will that role continue tonight? I mean, that is the question. Roderick Strong, it doesn't have an impeccable record, but it's not abysmal either. We know he's had successes at takeovers. That one takeover where I had my technological foul up, one match I was really looking forward to, Andrade Cien Almas versus Roderick Strong. Roderick won that match because, as you yourself pointed out on previous predictions, Andrade's record at takeovers is abysmal right now. So, yeah, but there is Eric Young. Can he keep his streak going? Can he get one step closer to the NXT Championship?
And man, Alexander Wolf really loves moshing.
Yeah, he does. He looks fired up. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I'd think he would be the one competing tonight. But I digress. And I gotta say,
Roderick Strong, baby.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a good match. I'm excited for this one. I think these two could really do something special. I'm happy for Roderick that he seems to have hit his stride thanks to those in-depth looks into his life on the network. You know, as a babyface, I think more people are behind him. And oh, wait a minute.
Oh, he went after Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf first. That backbreaker on the apron, on the barricade, whatever you want to call it. He did it.
I'll tell you what, Roderick Strong, give the man credit for understanding. My biggest complaint oftentimes is the lack of intelligence from babyfaces. You have to admit that was a very intelligent maneuver from the messiah of the backbreaker right there.
There's the bell. He's going after EY.
Right
Very
hand,
aggressive.
right
I love
hand.
it.
And a kick there by Eric Young, though, and a club to the back. It's going to, Roderick Strong blocks. Face right in the top turnbuckle. Chop. Knife edge chop there by Strong. Another chop there to Young. Shot to the face. And Roderick Strong
whip into the corner.
My
body drop. God, I hate that bump. I mean, that's like the most common bump that I would never want to take.
Yeah, that is not a good time, my man. That is not a good time to be had.
Snap. Roddy's not even letting EY chill on the outside. He went after him.
No, I love this sense of urgency from Strong, partner. I think that's the smartest course of action you can take. He went right for Sanity, then he went right after Young, and he just has not let him breathe. Now Young trying to create that distance, trying to retake control, but Roderick again, right back on it. Alexander Wolf has regained his bearings somewhat. Nice drop kick by Strong.
You know, as smart as it was to go after the other members of Sanity to open the match, the unfortunate thing is he didn't do enough damage to them to really stop them from interfering at all. He just kind of delayed the inevitable.
It's like you see in those movies or those kinds of TV shows, Ashton. If you're going to put down the bad guy, make sure they stay down. I feel like a lot of guys never really survey their handiwork to make sure the person's fully incapacitated. Not that Roderick had that luxury as Young there gets kind of an uppercut. Now is it going to be a back suplex? Yes, it is. Roderick landing on his head there. And actually, I mean, the one thing you and I have talked about, because we've watched Roderick compete in PWG, former PWG champion. We've seen him compete in ROH as part of the decade. And the one thing we've noted is Roderick Strong's endurance. Do you think the longer this match goes, the more it favors Roderick? Or do you feel like that just gives more time for
don't get me wrong. I love Roderick, his endurance. He's incredible stamina. But the longer this match goes, the more uneasy and eager the members of Sanity outside the ring are going to get.
That's a great point, partner, as Roderick Strong kicks out off the neckbreaker attempt there by Young, and Young immediately goes after the neck area. It's a very sensitive and vital area for any human being, and Young just showing no regard here. Plus, I mean, let's be honest, good psychology from Young. We know he likes to employ that wheelbarrow neckbreaker for the finish. So softening up that part of Roderick Strong, makes the move even more effective when it comes to the bottom of the ninth of this matchup. Nice clubby blow there by Young. He's going to Irish whip Strong here. And I have to imagine this match is so important in determining the rankings for the NXT Championship. And now Roderick, nice, vaults over.
Speed. Nice lariat.
Beautiful lariat there. Now Strong.
He's calling for Young to get up. He wants more. He's going after him, man.
Nice
the punches here. Forearms.
Yeah, beautiful forearms.
Back elbow.
Nice back elbow. I like the confidence in Strong strikes.
Forearm in the corner. He's usually, I feel like a lot of the time when he does that forearm in the corner, he likes to go for a superplex to kind of go after that.
Oh, what a kick there by Strong. Really is not like
and the baseball slide to Alexander Wolf. Ducks the Killian Dane lariat attempt, and now trips up Eric Young. Dane, though, with the splash.
Oh, man, I don't think the referee saw that. I think the referee was tending to Young because that should be an immediate disqualification. But, I mean, this is the game that Roderick's got to play, though, and he knows that. I mean, you're not going to win every round. But the idea that Strong has that, awareness, I've got to worry about the two guys on the outside as well as the guy inside. I think that's going to be his only hope of really winning this match as we see the replay here. Look at the humanity there of Dane just colliding into Roderick Strong. Now Eric Young here going to pick the bones, and that had to drive the wind out of Strong. And as Paul Heyman is fond of saying, when you can't breathe, you can't fight. And when you collide with somebody like Killian Dane, I think breathing is the one thing you have the most difficulty with. Now Eric Young's going to pick Strong up here. Now he'll really be able to mount an offensive.
It's really hard to breathe with a collapsed lung.
Exactly, partner. I really couldn't have said it better myself. And,
that was a really hard sentence for me to say for some reason.
But you got through it, and for that, I am immensely proud of you. And I'll tell you, Roderick Strong, he's got a wife at home, a child to care for. He'd love to start picking up the wins. More wins means more opportunities, means more money. And now Eric Young here, is it just going to be a choke, or is he going to try for a wow? He's got that elevation there. He's got the 5 to break it, and he does. But again, cutting off those airways, softening up that neck region and everything else. Young is playing.
We've seen Young do that before to his opponents. I think that's more just an intimidation tactic than anything, because he's never had any kind of like a win or anything like that. He just kind of lets them dangle there, and it's almost like he's simulating the sensation of hanging them.
Exactly. It's in that perverse mind of Young. Think of a multitude of ways to punish you.
I mean, if that's not the definition of torture, I don't know what is.
Exactly. And now, look at this. Just going to, again, drive the neck and just the throat of Roderick Strong into that rope. And then
And there you
Alexander
saw
Wolf.
the big boot from Wolf.
And that's where the numbers game really begins to service Young. And a kick out there. And I have to say, I was giving credit to Young earlier for his streak at takeovers, but you'd have to give participation trophies to Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf, but because of their interference every time, or their presence, I should say, because they also did compete in that six-man, I think that is what has made Young so successful. But, I mean, that's not to take away anything from him either. He's a very adept competitor. Hooks the leg. Strong kicks out at one. Strong striatus.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that he's still got a lot left. Otherwise, he wouldn't have kicked out at one there.
Exactly. I mean, but I mean, that's the thing, Ashton. What good is a full gas tank when you're expending it playing defense? And that's what Young's got to be figuring. I've got Strong here on the defensive against me. He can't mount an offensive when I'm choking him, when his first priority has got to be to breathe, to maintain his consciousness in this match. I mean, Young is just picking Strong apart here, and you can't bemoan the strategy. It's proving successful. Nice snapmare takeover. Right back into the hold. That's just it. I mean, Young has been so methodical here. He has not deferred, from his course of action. He's not regressed from it. He's not backpedaled. He has just gone full steam ahead. I'm going to neutralize Strong this way. But, I mean, that's the thing. We talked about Strong's endurance earlier. When he gets momentum and he's able to string that offense together, sequentially, he just becomes so dangerous because he more than most, I think, knows how to build upon offense effectively. And that's got to worry Young a little bit. That's why he's trying so desperately to keep him grounded. But the moment Strong regains vertical, which may be here, Strong showing signs of life. Let's see, he's shooting at the leg there. Punches away free. Strong's back up, but a back elbow there by Young gets him right back down.
Oh, hooks the leg, 2 count. Not even a 2 count. Roddy kicked out as the ref's hand was coming down for the 2, not even the 3.
You know what, though? I like that Young, even at opportunities he may know to be unsuccessful, goes for the cover every time. Why not? What do you have to lose? And I
also appreciate that Roderick Strong, by kicking out so quickly in a lot of these pin attempts, is basically telling Eric Young, look, man, you might think that you're this much better than me, but all of this that you've dished out, I'm still good to go. I can keep going. I can do this for as long as you can do it. And then when you get tired, I'll have enough left in me to dish out twice as much.
And that's an excellent point, partner. I think it's kicking out at one is really a defiant.
There we go. The drop kick. Yeah, I think Roderick kicking out early is sending a message to Eric Young.
Well, I mean, you figure, what does Young feed off of? I mean, with his cultish personality and, his group of misfits of sanity, he likes obedience. He likes compliance. He likes people to, bend to his will. And Strong kicking out at one says, hey, that ain't going to happen. You're going to have to kill me to beat me. And now Strong, nice back elbow there to rally back in this. And Young eating the turnbuckle there. And now, ducks. Nice shot there by Strong. Another shot by Strong. Third time's the charm. Young goes down. And then a layer hit there by Strong. He's starting to build it here, partner. Oh, wait. Backbreaker. First one of the match. And that's got to change the tide, don't you think? Nice knee there.
Yeah, man. He just dumped him on his face.
Yeah, I've seen that move from Roderick. We both have too. And Young kicks out. At first, I thought Young was going to pivot, maybe do a crossbody kind of counter, but no, advantage was entirely.
Oh, but then look at this. Eric Young. This is smart by Eric Young because he knows that his sanity teammates are going to at least try to keep Roddy away from him. And look, there we go. Oh, is he going to do the neck breaker? He did the neck breaker on the outside. That puts people away when it's in the ring. But now we're going to have a chance to see if it's 10 seconds effective or if it's only good for 3.
That's a very good point, partner. I'm honestly surprised that Young got that move in at this stage of the match. And more importantly, on the outside where it's not necessarily meaningless. Well, I guess it's only meaningless if Young himself doesn't get back in the ring because Young himself is down. Seems to be favoring his arm a little bit there. I don't know how much energy does Young have to give here. Oh, look at this. He's picking up Roderick. I'm surprised by Young. I thought he'd want to leave it to chance, but maybe Young just feels better being in complete control of a situation.
Okay, so now we're going to get to see if it's 12 seconds good rather than just 3. And Roddy kicks out.
And Roderick does kick out. And Young cannot believe it.
Yeah, Eric Young is stupefied right now. I love that.
But I don't know what you expect, partner, when you're not able to immediately capitalize on a situation. You know, they call it a finisher for a reason because, you know, you really expect to punctuate the match with it. And now Eric Young here. Yeah, like you said, just complete disbelief. Now he's picking up Roderick. Roderick, though, with the body shot. Chopped there by Strong. Shot there by Young, and Strong immediately collapses.
Yeah, Eric Young's proud of himself now, but he doesn't. It's like he doesn't realize who he's in the ring with right now. It's crazy.
You gotta wonder though the damage done to the neck, you know, enduring that wheelbarrow neck breaker on the outside. Oh, but Strong here. Look at this, going low. Most people go high and they do shots there and this and that. Strong's first instinct is to hook the leg. I find that very interesting. As now he's gonna mount here. Could be thinking.
Oh, but the headbutt from Eric Young.
Eric Young using every part of his body as a weapon. I got to appreciate that elbow drop.
Wow,
from
that
Young.
elbow drop. That was an impressive elbow drop right there.
Absolutely.
1,
Hooks the leg.
2, that's the longest that Young has had Roddy down for a count so far in this match.
That just showed you the potency of that elbow drop. I'm quite impressed there with Eric Young.
Interesting that Eric Young is able to use an elbow drop, and yet we've heard rumors that Kairi Hojo was told not to use hers.
Yeah, so you got to wonder the credibility of said rumors if we just saw Young employ an elbow drop there.
Oh, here we go. He's going to go for another neck breaker here. Oh, but Roddy turns it around.
Victor roll counter.
2. Oh.
And yeah, Young, I'll tell you, ain't easy to beat.
Oh, the boot.
Nice boot there by
Oh, the enziguri. Oh, but Killian Dane. Gamengiri to Dane. Wolf
getting ready.
Tossed into it. Oh, Eric Young.
Smart.
Angle slam.
Oh, no. He's raking the eyes.
Rake.
Brilliant by Young to stay in it. And that also gives time for his sanity cohorts to recover. Oh, wait a minute, though. Strong again. I'll tell you, Strong. I have never seen anybody take the fight to sanity. I mean, I know Ty Dillinger actually beat Eric Young in their cage match, but I mean in the context of a takeover. I haven't seen anybody do this well in singles action against Young at a takeover. So Strong should be proud of that fact alone, but he doesn't like meaningless platitudes. He wants to win. And now can Young hang on? He is. Nice shots there to the midsection, to the side of Roderick Strong. Now a clubby blow there to the back. Oh, wait a minute here. A gourd buster,
is he going to do a super gourd buster?
Maybe. But now Strong, though. Look at his hand.
Oh, yeah. Definitely advantage Strong right now, I would say. Gamengiri. Oh, knee.
Oh, knee right to the...
He knocked Young into his sanity partners.
This might be Strong's moment, dude. Young's down, as is sanity here.
This might also be a huge mistake following him out there with the other 2 members of sanity out there. One of them might grab his leg and cause the count out.
I think Killian Dane was
starting. No, they didn't. Oh, but the boot.
I think Strong hesitated for just a second.
Oh, but the knee.
There's another knee. He's got to go for that sick kick.
End of heartache.
Oh, that's going to do it. 1,
2, 3. He got him.
3, he got it. Oh, my God. Strong has ended the streak. Wow.
I'm shocked that they let him use End of Heartache in WWE and NXT. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Holy crap. Honestly, dude, because is this the first time he's used it? Because I haven't seen him use it.
Yeah, it is. He's won every other match with a sick kick so far.
I think that's why I didn't even know to call it the End of Heartache, because I haven't seen that move in so long. I forgot about it, if I'm being perfectly candid with our audience. But Roderick Strong gets the win. And you know what, though? He earned that win. He had a brilliant game plan coming in here, dude.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he made it his point to make sure that the other members of Sanity were neutralized for a good amount of the match. Not the whole match, obviously, because that probably would have required too much. But he made sure that they were down and out when he needed them to be most.
And I'll tell you what, I like Roderick employing those knee strikes. They proved most critical, especially here in the ending sequence, and a heartache. And how funny that when I finally decided to mention, oh yeah, Young has a great takeover record, he finally loses one to Roderick Strong, who is definitely on the rise. Very interesting victory here for Roderick Strong.
Yeah, we haven't seen him use the End of Heartache since his last PWG show, I want to say.
Yeah, that is insane to think about.
It's, you know what, PW Gregory in chat makes a great point. Drew McIntyre uses pretty much the exact same move as the sick kick. Maybe that's why Roddy isn't using it now, because Drew's looks better because he's so much bigger than Roddy. So they just let Roddy use the end of heartache. I hope he gets to keep it, and this wasn't just like a one-off thing for a takeover, and they're going to be like, oh, that's too dangerous, you can't use that anymore. I hope he gets to keep it, because that's a great-looking move. That orange crush into a backbreaker, man, I love it.
Oh, it's gorgeous. And as you saw there by him pinning Eric Young, it sure as hell is effective. Good for Roderick Strong. I'm glad to see that his NXT career has a lot of life in it. It's on the up and up. And I guess now we move on to our next contest. What a match. What a great opener.
Oh, are we? Wait, they're not going to do the women's next. They're just hyping it for later on in the show, right?
Yeah, it's probably going to be the semi-main.
They always are.
There's Asuka saying she will be champion forever. I mean, forever's a long time, but this is another pit stop on the road to forever. Can she retain it tonight?
I mean, if a long time is the same thing as forever, then she's already held the title forever, it seems like.
Yeah, that's true, partner. That is an excellent point. Oh, man.
Right? So, let's see. I don't think this is necessarily next. I think this is still to come tonight.
Yes. I'm guessing, yeah, UK Championship is up next here.
Oh, is it?
Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne.
But is that next or is that later tonight still?
I think that's next. I mean, we got our graphic and everything. I think we're going to be ready to go.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So, partner, while we're seeing this recap here, any closing thoughts on the opener? I actually had quite a bit of fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I kind of already said that I expected Roderick and Eric to be one of the better matches on this show. I think you and I both agreed on that, and I think we nailed that prediction. It was a lot of fun. Roderick opening the match by attacking the members of Sanity was brilliant. I love that he got to win with the end of heartache. Those are my thoughts right there.
Yeah. And what are your anticipations for this match here? I think we both agreed that Tyler Bate was going to retain.
Yeah, man. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me a ton if they put the title on Dunne here, but I think they're going to want Bate to be the champion when they really get rolling on the show that they have, the UK Championship Series or whatever they're calling it.
Yes, this is our recap here from January. There was the Tyler driver there from Tyler Bate.
Man, it's hard to believe this happened 4 months ago.
Exactly. Insane. And
feels like forever ago.
There is the UK Championship that Tyler Bate wears proudly. Of course, Pete Dunne would love to be the second ever champion. Of course, nothing will ever compare to being the first ever anything. But Pete Dunne, we know he wants to be the champion. He, worked so hard at the tournament. Hell, even took a guy out and really showed what he was about just to get an edge. But Tyler Bate staved him off. Can he do it again here tonight as we take a look at everybody that Tyler Bate has beaten since then? And there's Pete Dunne with that scowl like it should have been me. And tonight it could be him.
The Bruiserweight.
And I'll tell you what, folks, not to overlook this match because I'm thinking we're going to be in for a stellar contest. But after this, we got our 3 big matches. Ladder match, women's triple threat, and then Hideo Roode. So I'll tell you what, man. Let's see what this show's got.
Yeah, I mean, that first match went almost 20 minutes, it seems like.
Yeah, it did. They got a good amount of time. I felt like they were able to tell a great story. And now we'll see what these guys do.
Oh, they're going to tell a great story. Really, Pete Dunne by himself tends to be really good at telling that story because he's just such a bully in the ring.
Yeah, I think I said this once before, and if not, I'm saying it now. I know I always say that to me, Marty Scurll is like the modern-day Regal, and I definitely stand by that. But if anybody could give him a run for his money, it is a guy like Pete Dunne. Because he just loves, picking those guys apart. And, he calls himself the Bruiserweight. And, yeah, we will see. And, again, it's a treat for me because I didn't watch the UK tournament finals between these two, so I did not see their first match. So as far as my eyes go, this is their first match. Or as the Family Guy joke goes, I think it was Charles Manson in prison. If I haven't seen it, it's new to me. So that's exactly what this is with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Good old JR coming out for commentary. And yeah, man, to me, The only reason that anyone, including you, would say that Marty Scurll is the modern-day William Regal is because we don't really have any other frames of reference other than Regal for the guy that wrestles in that brutal, savage, like, I don't really care as much about winning as I care about just torturing you style. Whereas I think Dunne is almost a more appropriate Regal comp, because I would rather say Marty Scurll doesn't have a comp and just say Dunne is Regal than say that Scurll is Regal, because I think Scurll and Regal are really, really dissimilar, because Regal was always more about the chain wrestling and the joint manipulation, and really the only joint manipulation that we see from Scurll on a regular basis is that he breaks people's fingers in every match.
Right.
Whereas Dunne, I feel like, is much more similar to Regal in a lot more ways than Scurll.
I could certainly agree with that. You know, and really, though, I think the beautiful thing is whether it's Dunne, whether it's Scurll, or a litany of other acts, I mean, the wrestling scene in the UK and you know, the people coming out are just absolutely incredibly talented. And yeah, Pete Dunne here, the bruiserweight, looking to capture the UK championship.
Rocking the black singlet, that's new. Normally he wears red.
Yeah.
Like a burgundy color.
He's probably thinking to himself, black, like the heart that beats inside. But yeah, we will see what Pete Dunne can accomplish here tonight.
I love the idea of Pete Dunne being an edgy teenager.
I know, right? And then he's like, yes, to answer your question, I do vape. But I'll tell you, I am very
that
curious.
would explain the teeth.
That is true, yeah. Look at, oh my god, that permanent scowl. You know, I don't even know if he'll smile if he wins the UK championship. Not that I blame him. Smiling is for marks.
I gotta tell you, man, a big part of why Tyler Bate is so over to me is his theme song. His theme song is brilliant. I freaking love it.
Look at him doing the polite wave. What a courteous champion.
He does, that's like his thing. Like, that's part of the reason he got over in the UK tournament in the first place. Like, that whole entire crowd in the UK was doing the wave.
And you know, whether you think he's good, whether you think he's bad, I mean, I immensely respect that he's already in this kind of spot at 20 years old. I mean, that.
Well, yeah, and actually, didn't he? Well, I'm trying to remember. Was the UK tournament January of this year or January of last year?
January of this year. So, but he was still 19, so I don't think his birthday had passed at that point. But yeah, he is now 20 years old.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was this year. For some reason, I was under the impression that he was 18 years old when he won that tournament, but it turns out he was 19, which is still ridiculously young.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, to know that he's reached these heights of success at 20, I mean, it doesn't make me feel inadequate, but it does make me kind of curl up in a ball sometimes and question where I'm going with my life. As we see, that's what it's all about. The UK Championship, and Tyler Bate's, I think, third ever only defense. Because, or actually, no, it may only be second, because, of course, there was the match itself to crown the inaugural champion. Then I know Tyler Bate defended it against Jack Gallagher. And now he's got Tyler Bate here, or excuse me, Pete Dunne, as right into the front face lock goes Dunne. And that's what you were talking about earlier, partner, during introductions. You know, Pete Dunne is more similar to Regal because he employs that chain wrestling and he maintains the front face lock. Yeah,
and really, it's interesting, too, because I don't know if you heard, but the crowd was actually chanting Bruiserweight before the bell rang.
Oh, very, very impressive. And now, look at that wrist lock there. Nicely employed there by Tyler Bate. Seems nice and firm. And now, wants to, but Pete Dunne there.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I hear Bruiserweight chants again, but look at this chain wrestling.
Absolutely. Pete Dunne, nice. Look at that head scissors there. Legs locked around the neck. Trapping the head there. I think he's got control of the wrist again. That's also very smart. And you have to imagine that Pete Dunne, I mean, this is only their second ever meeting. But you know what, though? I really do, even though I'm picking Tyler Bate to retain, you know, you look at the battlefield, and I kind of have to give the advantage to Dunne here a little bit because Tyler Bate's competed on a few NXT since then. I feel like Pete Dunne only competed on one against Mark Andrews, but I feel like Pete Dunne has had more time to scout Tyler Bate than the other way around, which I think is going to be very interesting. As Tyler Bate, is he going to escape? He does. Very nice.
I believe that during that exchange, there were actually dueling chants. It was Bruiserweight. Let's go, Tyler, Bruiserweight. So we have continued chants for both these guys. It's crazy to think how over both these guys are, even relative to some of the NXT people, much less the main roster people.
Well, you know, before this, I've never really been a Pete Dunne fan. We'll see if at the end of this match, and then just drives the fist into the side and then punches it. We'll see if at the end of this match.
And here's the joint manipulation, man.
Yeah,
here's that joint manipulation we were talking about earlier. He's literally William Regal. Like, it's crazy.
And that's the thing. I'm a big William Regal mark, especially in his
and the flips. Bate managing to get out of the hammerlock. He's working on it. There it is. There's the configuration and the drop salt.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, and he curls the mustache.
And now you know that Pete Dunne. Oh, Pete Dunne, though, with a forearm right there, right to the face of Tyler Bate.
Oh, now you're ahead of me. Let me catch up.
Apologies, partner. I know that you were ahead of me, so oh, God, the finger bending. Oh, God. Well, thank goodness Pete.
Oh, is he going to stomp on the hand? No. Bate got the hand out of the way, and then the open hand slap, it looked like. Maybe a punch. I couldn't tell.
You know, I feel like I'm really paying attention to Pete Dunne for the first time, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing, folks. I may be a fan of this guy when it's over. And nice diving uppercut there by Tyler Bate.
Definitely.
I'll tell you, Pete Dunne. Love the singlet. He's even got kind of an aesthetic like Regal, because Regal in his early years, he rocked a singlet as well. And he was very successful.
And he's always been known to wear burgundy as well.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, Pete Dunne, man. Oh, it's going to be on the apron, and it is. Oh, the
orange crush on the apron.
Oh, man, Pete Dunne. But you know what, though? This is so smart, because now Tyler Bate is going to be writhing in pain, and what does that give Pete Dunne time to do? Well, really, whatever he wants. He can recover. He can mount an offensive. You know, his fate is in his hands. As we take a look again, this orange crush on the apron, aptly called by my co-owner commentary here, and partner, that was just brutal there to Tyler Bate.
Yeah, man.
I mean, and that's the thing, partner. Like, it's funny because did you say how old Pete Dunne was, by the way, earlier?
I think he's only like 22 or 23, but I can look it up to make sure.
Yeah, well, I'll be calling this as, again, he goes right back to the fingers, the joint manipulation there.
23. He'll be 24 in November, so he's still a pretty strong 23.
I love it. We might be seeing the next William Regal in his youth. The bloom is not yet off the rose.
Oh,
the finger there
God, more of the joint manipulation.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, the pinky and the end. Oh, Jesus. Holy crap. Oh, and now the foot on the shoulder socket. That is not comfortable at all.
God.
And the stomp on the ribs.
Oh, Jesus. I'll tell you, I know people always say torture's ineffective. If somebody ever used that method on me, I'd tell them whatever they wanted. And now Pete Dunne punching Tyler Bate, the forearms clean in the face. And just stomps him on the head. And another, and a third, fourth. Man,
Pete Dunne is in firm control right now, but he's starting to kind of piss Tyler Bate off.
Well, partner, I got to ask you this, because Pete Dunne's going on record and he says, I love beating people up. I love hurting people. Do you think that love could cloud his judgment a little bit when he could go for a win as Tyler Bate here?
Oh, my God, the sheer power.
Deadlift kind of T-bone. Wow. He powered through that exploder suplex.
Yes, he did.
Holy crap, Tyler Bate.
Pete Dunne a bruiserweight for a reason.
Yeah.
He's too big to be called a friggin' cruiserweight.
Exactly. And now, again, we see the exploder. Bam, powered through. Man, I add an addendum to my earlier statement. It's not just me seeing Pete Dunne for the first time, I feel like, with fresh eyes, but Tyler Bate, the UK champion as well. Now he's going to gain more momentum here. The step on the bottom turnbuckle. Another uppercut there by Bate. Can he hold on to his UK championship in only his second defense? Oh, almost like was that a gun there, partner, in the corner? And now?
It looked almost like a sick kick to me, honestly.
Oh, went for the orange crush again.
Oh, he was going for another orange crush, but he got caught. Shooting star from Bate onto the back. And now a deadlift side suplex. Jesus.
With the bridge.
Two.
And
that was so close.
That was so close, partner. I can't believe it. Dunne may even be a bit surprised, and he's the one who kicked out. That was close. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Tyler Bate, though. And you know what? That looked like he powered through that move as well. Bate's tapping into a lot of his power, but that's got to be quite an expenditure here.
Tyler Bate is almost like in the mold of that like Dalton Castle, Trevor Lee guy that looks like a relatively well-built but not overly muscled kind of frame, but then you realize he's got this ridiculous power, and then you look at his thighs and it's like, oh, okay, so he's got tree trunks for legs.
Exactly. Can't skip those leg days.
But he got caught. He went for the shooting star, went to that well one too many times, and look at this. Dunne is not only having him in this triangle, but he is relentlessly punching and elbowing his arm and head.
Can you imagine? That makes the submission hold so much worse when you know your head is vulnerable to all manner of attack.
Bate almost caught Dunne there. Look at these strong style punches.
That is so smart by Dunne, though. I mean, you're getting hit at every angle, all the while your airway is being choked off.
Dunne's going to powerbomb him. He's got the strength.
We've seen it.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
he is unbelievable.
And there's
the powerbomb. There's no way this dude is more than like 195 pounds, and he is just doing this stuff to Dunne like he's nothing.
I hope nobody ever has the audacity to ask Tyler Bate if he even lifts, because the answer to that is an emphatic yes.
I mean, not only does he lift weights on a regular basis, but he lifts humans like it's nothing.
Exactly. He'd be like, oh, come here, I'll show you.
Yeah. We have This Is Awesome chance.
Yeah, I have to agree. I am so glad I didn't see their tournament matchup because I feel like I'm getting spoiled right here. What a contest. Oh, wait a minute here. Fireman's carry position here for Tyler Bate. Airplane spin.
Not really sure what he's... Oh, airplane spin.
You know what, though? This always has a cost. Because Tyler Bate is dizzying himself almost as much as... Oh, my God. Oh, my God, the spin on that airplane. Jesus. Drops him down, and Bate has to collect himself. Falls
going for the pin off the bat. 2. Only a 2 count.
That was close. That was close. Pete Dunne staying in it here. Now Tyler Bate has to be wondering what he can do now. And now what does Tyler Bate have left? He's starting to stir a little bit, as is Dunne.
Bate still has the Tyler Driver's 97 in his arsenal, but at the same time, Dunne has Bitter End in his arsenal, that sort of full Nelson slam that he does.
Right. And that's Tyler Bate up.
Look at Bate. Bate is up, and he is standing tall right now.
Oh, could it be a German?
He's going for the deadlift. Oh, but look at this. Dunne lands on his feet. Oh, that's still forearm.
Oh,
but there's the forearm. Oh, what's he going for here?
Orange Crush again?
Yep, Orange Crush.
Into the powerbomb,
2. No.
Tyler Bate staying in it. And Pete Dunne's face tells the whole story. Look at those eyes. He cannot believe that Tyler Bate kicked out. This crowd showing their respect to both of these men here.
This match has been phenomenal. This match surpassed and exceeded my expectations by quite a bit.
I have to agree with you there, partner, as we take a look at the replay again. This forearm shot from Dunne.
That was a stiff-ass forearm, my friend.
I'll tell you what, sponsored by Rocket League, that forearm was the same force as a Rocket League goal if I've ever seen one.
Oh, I see what you did there.
And now Pete Dunne has got to be wondering, almost kicking Tyler Bate in the face there. And now look at that.
Oh, and that was just a straight-up punch to the jaw. I always loved the aesthetic of Rocket League goals, though, because once the ball is in the net, everything, like, explodes. It's great.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. They're boxing. These guys are straight-up boxing right now. Like, this isn't even a wrestling match. This is a fight.
Yeah, it's really devolved to that territory, hasn't it? And oh my God!
He did the old switcheroo. He actually names his fists, but I don't remember the names of them right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, they certainly paid dividends there. Now the bruiserweight is deadweight.
Oh,
wait, Enziguri.
Enziguri from Dunne. Look at Bate just collapse.
Yeah, Bate almost collapsed in a Shibata seating style position. And now he's sort of regaining his bearings here. They are head-to-head, literally.
Oh, these guys really hate each other.
It is so personal. Oh, man, the strikes.
Oh, my God, they're just exchanging strikes. Oh, but the falling wheel kick. Oh, but the big pump kick. Oh,
Tyler Bate.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. What do you even call that? I can't call that a handspring. His hands didn't touch anything.
No, that was like a shoulder spring almost. And now,
there you go.
Ball's in.
Shoulder spring forearm.
Oh,
oh my God, Dunne got his freaking shoulder up.
That was such a weak cover, though. That's not me blaming Tyler Bate. It just shows how much energy he's given. He couldn't fully commit to the pin.
Yeah,
he just kind of fell into Dunne there. It's like, let me just lay on you here. Yeah, shoulder spring, bam.
I got to tell you, man, I watched all of the second day of the UK tournament, and this match is better than anything that happened on that tournament.
Wow, that's really saying something.
I mean, that tournament had some really good matches, some really fun matches, but they were all like 8 to 12 minutes. I feel like this match has gotten a really good amount of time.
Yeah, certainly. And it's either that or they've been able to tell a really good story with the time they have been given, as now both these
guys I hear fight forever chants.
Well, hey, I mean, this is only their second ever meeting. These guys met each other at the UK tournament finals. Bate won that with the Tyler driver. Is it going to be the same story here tonight? Or will his reign come to a bitter end? Pun fully intended.
I see what you did there.
And now,
he's going for the Tyler driver 97.
Does Dunne have it scouted? He does.
I don't know if Dunne even had it scouted. That might have just been a lack of power. Oh, no, but the DDT reversal. That was going to be the bitter end, but he reversed it with the DDT.
Yeah, that pump handle into almost like a flatliner of sorts, a complete shot. And
there you go. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh. But look at Dunne, though. I like this. I don't know if it was like instinct, if he even had any awareness to do it, but he's out of the ring now. That creates distance between him and Bate can't beat Dunne on the outside. Well, I mean, you know that he won't want to beat Dunne on the outside, I should say. He's too proud for that, and I think Dunne's counting on that fact.
And by the way, John, I know you said that this is only the second time these guys have met, and that's true as far as singles matches, but even if you include tag matches and trios and multi-man matches, this is still only the 11th time these guys have ever been on opposite sides of the ring from each other.
Wow. Oh, wait here.
It's their second singles match. What is he going for? Spiral! Jesus! Spiral tap from Dunne, or from Bate. I'm mixing their names up now. I can't believe he just did a spiral tap.
And Dunne again, though, rolls out of the ring. I like that Dunne is making Bate work for it, though. That's smart. He recognizes his
I wanted to call that move the Spiral Clash because I knew it was an AJ Styles move, but it's a tap. Spiral tap. And he nailed it. It looked great.
That looked gorgeous. I mean, again, I am getting freaking spoiled here. I am so glad, so privileged to be watching these two beat the holy hell out of each other for the privilege to call themselves the UK champion.
And you know what is great, too? This match, up until what we're about to see now, we haven't had any dives yet.
And, well, there's
our first dive. I think that might have just killed Tyler Bate.
Yeah, he whiffed on that dive. Dunne moving out of the way, and now I don't think
he's going to go for bitter end. This might be it. This might be the end of the match. He hit it. Right. That's it. He's going to get the 3 count off that. We got a new champion. 1, 2, 3. New champ, Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne wins. Man, your second ever United Kingdom champion was the guy who came as the runner-up in the tournament, but he's first place tonight. Wow. You see the one fan shaking his head disapprovingly, but hey, Pete Dunne earned that win. His tactics were brilliant. And oh, man, there it is. What a sight.
What a match.
Let's get some chat reactions. I wonder how they feel about this. And yeah, They actually seem happy that Pete Dunne is champion, and I'm inclined to agree. Look at him taking that in his mouth. Reminds me of Kevin Owens when he celebrates with the championship. Man, what a match. Let's take a look at this bitter end again.
No, that was the DDT counter,
Yeah,
remember?
That was the DDT counter. Tell you what, though, no shame to Tyler Bate. Look at this moonsault. Just perfect form and full body contact. Bam. And then the spiral tap.
The freaking spiral tap.
I mean, look at this. Twists his body.
Good Lord.
If he was an Olympic diver, that'd be a 10 out of 10 on my scorecard. And Pete Dunne kicking out there. I mean, and Pete Dunne, again, creating that distance. And they didn't show Tyler Bate whiffing on that outside dive, but that's what's set up for this. Bitter end. Shoots the half. 3 count. Dunne, actually, he cried. You could see the tears in his eyes there. I think he was so happy that it was over and even more elated that he was United Kingdom champion. Man, there it is. Which, hey, this means in singles action, these guys are 1-1 with each other, and that UK title is hung in the balance each time. I eagerly anticipate their rubber match. That was beautiful.
Guys, I just put a poll up. I want as many people to answer it as possible. It's only going to be up for about an hour, but it's a question asking what you would give Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne if you had to rate it on a star scale. You're only allowed 4 options on Twitter, so it's under 3 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, or 5 stars.
Yeah, I mean, that was
I'm going to put a link to the tweet in chat just in case people are not following me, which you probably still should be, and the link's in the description to my Twitter. But if you're not following me, there's a link to the on Twitter. I'm not allowed to vote in it because it's my poll. So you guys can go ahead and vote. Curious what people have to say. Again, it's only going to be up for about an hour, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fantastic and absolutely sublime wrestling contest, and we have got 3 championship matches left. I have to imagine that the NXT Tag Team Title ladder match is upcoming, unless, hey, maybe the tag
I never thought I'd say this, but I don't know if the NXT Tag Title match is going to be able to live up to what we just saw.
That's true. And you know what, partner? I got to wonder, because that actually has a stip and is a ladder match. Maybe by NXT standards, the tag matches have been earning their keep. Maybe they're getting the shot at the semi-main. I mean, I doubt it, but it would be an interesting call. And now, yeah, I mean, what a match that was. God damn. Congratulations again to Pete Dunne. And we're going to see.
Actually, you know what? This is the perfect time for me to ask you this, John. Has your opinion gone up on either of those performers, and might either of them show up in your 5 Fave 5s list in August?
I think Pete Dunne might in August, depending on what he does between now and then, because that match was excellent. And I'm a huge William Regal fan, and really seeing him, that being Pete Dunne, do his thing and really actively paying attention, that was a real treat. And Tyler Bate, man, definitely earned my respect. I can't believe the guy employed a freaking spiral tap. As we see here, Roode just admiring himself and admiring the NXT.
That was Bate. It was Bate that did the spiral tap.
Well, I thought that's what I said. Tyler Bate did the spiral tap, and that's just really earned my respect. And women's match is going to be next.
Good. Great choice. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think tag division's really been stepping up lately, and particularly, DIY, and they must be, pleased with AOP's performances. Nothing against the women, but I actually feel like the tag teams have earned the semi-main slot for the foreseeable future.
Don't get me wrong. There are a good 4 takeovers late on putting the tag titles after the women's title. And quite frankly, they're even later because of the fact that the tag titles are almost definitely not main eventing, and they most definitely should have main evented at least 2 shows prior to this. But it's nice to see that they're finally moving the tag titles up in the card.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. Again, nothing against the women per se, but I just feel like the tag division has been straight fire recently. As we see here, a recap of Asuka just disposing of everybody. We saw Ember Moon on the pre-show, her arm in a sling. And I didn't hear what she had to say, but I would assume that the gist of it was that she's going to get healthy She's going to gun for whoever the winner of this is. In fact, if I had to guess, I bet Ember Moon's rooting for Asuka because she wants to be the one to end that reign. And, yeah, there's the news there that Ember Moon would not be able to compete. God, that spot still makes me cringe so much. Just seeing her cry breaks my fucking heart. But yeah, that's our triple threat. And hey, Sanity has already had a rough night tonight. Eric Young losing to Roderick Strong. Still smiling, thinking about that. And there's the Asuka title reign in video form. I mean, my God, she's torn through everybody. And I'll tell you, will her reign continue? You and I both predicted that yes, it would. And yeah, champion forever, says Asuka, but there's Nikki Cross. I'm actually really excited to see and a triple threat with these two, because I'll tell you, I may not be too fond of her really pouring the cheese on the crazy, but her in-ring work is still absolutely brilliant. So being able to see that will be quite wonderful. And of course, Ruby Riot, who, you know, she says we win and we riot, hoping to start a huge riot tonight here at TakeOver Chicago. Should be a fun matchup here.
Definitely, man, definitely. Do you think that if Asuka does retain, do you think that Ember Moon is going to be the first person to kind of get back after her?
Possibly. You know, it really depends on her health and her well-being. I mean, you know, partner, I think what you said at TakeOver Chicago Premium Predictions, it's still kind of ringing in my mind. The bloom may be off the Ember Moon Rose, and they may be looking at people like Kairi Hojo and Shirai and just, you know, the newer pickups. Maybe they feel like they are better suited to end the reign of Asuka. And it's kind of disheartening because you know what a huge Ember Moon fan I am. But at the same time, I do understand it. But that's the future. This is still the present. And right now, Ruby Riot coming out here. She is fired up.
I'm looking forward to seeing. Honestly, I hope if Asuka does retain, I hope she pins Nikki Cross so that we can just get Asuka versus Ruby Riot one-on-one.
Yeah, I would love that. I think that'd be a really, really fun match, and I am so happy for Ruby Riot, which, if I'm not mistaken, Ashton, this was formerly the artist formerly known as Heidi Lovelace. I know a huge women's star on the indie circuit, and to really see her have this kind of success, you know, it makes you feel good. You know, I'm not going to lie. I know this can be quite a cynical business. You're always hearing about an injury or some tragedy, but you see successes like Ruby Riot getting to this level, you know, so quickly just because of how good she is. And I remind you that hard work can pay off every now and again, as once again our sponsor Rocket League here. Really fun game. And as we await the entrance of, I presume, Nikki Cross will be coming out next.
Yep.
Because NXT actually knows the champion should come out last. And now, yeah. Whew. Gotta wonder if this will be as chaotic as the Fatal 4-Way as what happened at TakeOver. Well, whichever TakeOver again that
Toronto?
I might take on. Was it Toronto? Yeah, probably Toronto, yeah. Because that's where I had my huge checkup. And I know the...
Or was Toronto Mickie James? Toronto might have been Mickie James.
Mickie, yeah, it was Mickie James.
So then it would have been TakeOver... What was in between Toronto and Orlando?
Was it San Antonio? Or was it Dallas? Because I know it was some...
No, Dallas was the TakeOver that happened at WrestleMania last year.
I want to say San Antonio then, because I feel like it was a show in Texas. And, yeah, that's why I just seem stuck on that. But...
Well,
yeah,
let me look.
There is Nikki Cross. We have plenty of time. We still got Nikki Cross here making her entrance, and we're still awaiting the arrival of the Sun Goddess.
It was San Antonio. That was where the 4-way with Billy and Peyton was.
You got to wonder if this match will be as chaotic as that.
No way. There's no way it will be, because Billy and Peyton added so much chaos to that match just because they were constantly trying to double team.
That's true. They were really zoning in on Asuka and wanting to take her out. I feel like Nikki Cross went through an announce table on that show, or that might have been Asuka.
No, it was Nikki. It was Nikki.
And you just got to wonder, even if it's not going to be the same volatility, what form will the violence take as these three women vie for the NXT Women's Championship? And here comes Asuka.
Asuka, say what you want about her, I still think she has one of the best entrance themes in the entire company.
Oh, that I will not dispute with you. Absolutely. It is a magnificent theme. And Asuka, I'll
And
tell
really,
you.
I mean, even including the theme in this, the entire entrance as a whole is one of the best entrances in the company with the like all of the awesome like crazy Japanese themed dressings and the mask and the dancing. Like Asuka's entrance is awesome, man.
I will say, I think one of the best things about the Asuka character is it's a very tasteful portrayal of Japanese culture, I think, without ever really becoming a caricature. And, you know, I really appreciate that. Now look at this. Look at it. Like, I think it's almost like, I don't want to say cherry blossoms, but definitely flower petals there raining down. Very unique. And Asuka has just been oozing that arrogance, you know, for quite some time now as NXT Women's Champion. But then again, can't really say that I blame her, and that's not a Johnny Scumbag thing necessarily. I just think you get so successful. I think you kind of treat your success as a kind of normalcy. You know, it's just the way things are almost. And I think Asuka's just gotten to a point where she doesn't even question it. She knows how good she is. And we're going to be getting ready here to see her assert it once again. She takes off her mask.
She's gotten so arrogant. She even shows the arrogance in her freaking entrance.
Yeah. It's like she's just looking at these two challengers and she's probably thinking, you ain't even shit. And now, yeah, that's Nikki Cross looking ever intent on taking the NXT Women's Championship from Asuka. Ruby Riot, of course, she said this is her dream. To be NXT Women's Champion means everything to her. And I know, you know, people may be quick to say, oh, that's a cliche. The NXT Women's Championship means everything to every woman in that locker room. And that may very well be true. But when you see Ruby Riot talk about it, it's been a very intense journey for her. She's made a lot of sacrifices. Almost reminded me of Sasha Banks in that way. We'd always hear about the sacrifices she would make just to get to a certain point. I feel like Ruby Riot has that same path as already the forearm by Nikki Cross and Asuka and Nikki going at it here. Thigh kicks there by Asuka. Irish whip.
And I did hear the bell ring. Oh, wow. Holy crap.
Ruby Riot being isolated here. Hip attack there to Nikki Cross.
Oh, wow. The constant disrespect. Asuka just doing these hip attacks.
Man, Asuka is just...
Oh, there's cross body from Nikki.
Cross. Yeah, Cross with the cross body. And now it's got the hair of Asuka here. And Ruby Riot going to try and get back in, but is Nikki Cross going to send Asuka into her? And no! Asuka reverses, and Ruby Riot sidesteps. Wow, way to surprise me there, ladies. And now Ruby Riot going to get in. Oh.
Here we go. This is the matchup I want to see.
There we go. You're about to get a taste of it here, partner.
I think this is the only matchup in the women's division with Asuka that we really haven't seen yet.
Exactly.
Because even with Nikki Cross, she was part of that four-way in San Antonio.
Exactly. Now, nice lock up there. Asuka, though, rolling through. Ruby Riot going to use Asuka's momentum there. Asuka rolls through.
Oh, the shoulder blocks.
Stand still, though. Neither one really gave. Right off the other ropes there.
I'm surprised Nikki Cross didn't grab Ruby Riot's foot there.
I was anticipating the same, partner. It's funny how you and I think alike. I guess great minds are apt to do that. And now...
Oh, look at this.
Schoolboy.
Roll up.
Nicely done there by Ruby Riot. Great execution on that. And now Asuka versus the Irish whip.
Oh.
Vaults over.
Send her out over top. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
I couldn't quite see the shot, but she clearly did some kind of strike on Asuka. I don't know if it was a punch or a forearm or a slap, but it knocked her out to the point that she ended up falling all the way off the apron. And now look at this. Ruby Riot going for a dive and cut off.
You know what, though? I like that by Nikki Cross picking her spot perfectly. Ruby Riot was so
You know what, though?
zoned in
I disagree.
Asuka.
I think picking her spot would have been letting Ruby do the dive and then going after her.
You know what? That's a good point, partner. And
that would have
forearm right there.
That would have damaged Asuka and Ruby more.
You know what, though? What this tells me is Nikki Cross, she may portray that psychopath, but nobody ever said a psychopath couldn't be shrewd. As you see Ember Moon there, look at Ember Moon.
Ember Moon watching the match from the rafters almost.
Look at her face, though, dude. She is seething. She so desperately wants to be in there right now. As now...
I wouldn't even necessarily call it seething as much as I would call it yearning.
Yeah. I mean, it has to hurt, partner. It has to hurt seeing these women in there and knowing she can't partake. And now Nikki, oh my God, just finding the forearm into the face of Ruby Riot. I'll probably blow to the back there. I'll tell you, Nikki Cross, I really like this. And if Nikki Cross is smart, she'll keep the ring cut off from Asuka there. No, wait, though. Has her back to Asuka. And
what a neck breaker.
Already that plan's going to go to crap, though. Look at Asuka. Now this drop kick.
Is she going to do a drop kick senton? Drop kick splash.
Yeah, I figured she'd get 2 for 1. And see, Asuka was smart there.
By the way, nobody's really pointed this out yet, so I'm just going to say it. Ruby Riot is wearing Zack Ryder in ECW gear.
Yeah.
The one leg, one like cut off pants.
Exactly. Oh, look at Nikki Cross there, just kind of throwing her weight and powering Asuka.
Neck breaker.
Neck breaker there. 2.
Only a 2 count though. You know what though? You could see Asuka was actually struggling, and I don't mean struggling as in having a hard time, but struggling as in like moving around, like kind of creating some momentum to kick out of that early on in that pin. She still has a ton of energy left.
You know what, though? What I like about Nikki Cross really working on the head and neck of really both these women, because we've seen she's really kind of enamored with these neck breakers. Let's remember that.
Oh, what's that called?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lung blower, right? I now ducks the lariat there. Does Ruby Riot kicks there? I got my train of thought guy hijacked.
Oh, look at this.
Asuka.
Powerbomb? Powerbomb.
Oh, but look at that.
Right into the ankle lock.
What a transition. Wow. Unbelievable, the ability of Asuka. And I was going to say, I mean, Nikki Cross, she was working over the head and neck because her finisher is the spinning fisherman neck breaker. That
I think Nikki just straight up dug her nails into Asuka's back and raked it.
Yeah, it was a back rake, classical maneuver there employed by Nikki Cross. And now Ruby Riot.
Oh, look at this, though. Another victory roll? Or was that? No, that wasn't a victory roll, was it?
I think, no, not a victory roll, no. But it was a pin attempt there. And Asuka, though, on the outside, missing on Nikki. And now it comes down to Nikki and Ruby, who we know these two do not like each other at all.
I don't know if Ruby even dislikes Nikki or if she just is, like, defending herself because for some reason Nikki really hates her.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I was really wanted to ask you earlier if you felt like the hatred of Nikki Cross and just this whole dynamic between Nikki and Ruby, if that was going to blind them to the greater objective, that being the NXT Women's Championship. And I think I'm about to get an answer to my own question here, seeing these two interact. And Ruby saying, come on. What do you got, Nikki? What do you got? Oh, grabbing the hair again. Ruby again, though, pushing her off. And you can see the tweet ticker tape just raving over the UK Championship match, and rightfully so. Those guys earned it tonight. As now, Ruby Riot.
Look at this, though. Ruby Riot, when there's actually a wrestling match going on and it isn't just Nikki relentlessly attacking, Ruby Riot is doing much better against Nikki Cross than you would expect.
Absolutely. And now, nice working Rana there.
Going in against Nikki. Oh,
Nikki,
you're getting face plant.
Oh, face planted right there. And Ruby Riot with the tongue sticking out. I'm sure a lot of...
Oh, but Asuka. Asuka introduces Ruby Riot's face to the turnbuckle as well.
And now Asuka. I'm thinking a vicious kick maybe upcoming.
Oh, went for the lariat. Gut check.
That's smart. And now Nikki Cross.
Oh, my God.
Me. Asuka almost did a...
Nikki might be done for a little while. Oh, time for a Ruby Riot dive.
Almost got interrupted earlier. What about this time?
She got it.
She got it. Oh,
it's nice to see a female do a suicide dive and not look like she's about to die like Sasha half the time.
I know, right? Ruby Riot, though, that was a big match maneuver. Ruby Riot now, in my mind, in firm control. And here's the thing, and I don't want to come off as downgrading these women, that being Ruby Riot and Nikki Cross.
What's she doing?
Oh, on the top rope here. And Ruby senton. Oh, but Asuka. And she breaks it up. And look at the waist lock.
German.
What a German. Stacks her up. Beautiful bridge. And Ruby Riot kicks out. I was getting ready to say earlier, partner, not to downgrade Nikki Cross or Ruby Riot, but I think you have to isolate Asuka. I don't think you're going to be able to pin Asuka in this match. I think Nikki Cross and Ruby Riot's hopes rests on being able to pin each other And now Nikki Cross there with the back
So then
elbows.
wouldn't you think that they would want a double team to take out Asuka? They haven't done that at all in this match.
I mean, I completely agree with you. I'm surprised they haven't, honestly, but maybe I shouldn't be and kick out there by Asuka. That's my point. Even at this point in the match, I mean, Asuka still has so much to give. I think these women need to take out Asuka and then work out whatever it is between them, and the best woman wins, because I don't think you're going to be able to pin Asuka in this environment. That's just me. And now Nikki Cross going right for that sleeper. We've seen her do this so many times. Asuka, though, breaking it up. Is this going to be a double German here? No. Pulls Cross off
Super
Riot.
kick to the stomach. And look at this. Ruby is almost double teaming Nikki with Asuka. Oh, but there's a super kick to Asuka.
Can Ruby Riot make this moment her own?
She's going to do the senton that she did to Nikki earlier to Asuka here.
I don't know. Nikki, first of all, Nikki might recover. Second of all, I don't really like going to the well one too many times. I think that's a risk. That's a risk.
Oh, she went for it, but she got caught. Asuka lock. This might be it.
Asuka lock right there.
Nikki Cross is down and out, man. This might be it.
Will Ruby Riot tap?
She's not tapping yet. Oh, the splash from Nikki breaks it up. Brilliant.
I'll tell you what, if I was Nikki, I'd toss Asuka out, I'd get that fisherman neck breaker on Ruby, and I'd get my NXT Women's Championship. And now we see here again that
Asuka just had enough in her to reverse an attempted senton into the Asuka lock, and the only offense she's eaten since that was the splash. I don't think that's enough to keep her out long enough so that she doesn't break up a pin.
I mean, you may be right about that, partner, and now what's Nikki Cross thinking here? Oh, God, this is going to be on the apron.
Oh,
this is going to be
DDT.
Inverted DDT right on the apron.
Man, she is having so much fun with this match. Oh, but no, she caught her. Look at this.
Oh, Shades of Fit Finley. And the forearms to the chat. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Like I said, Shades of the Fighting Irishman. That tough Irish bastard Finley. Using the ring skirt. Trapping Asuka. and I gotta say, just because you're crazy doesn't mean you're not shrewd. And Nikki Cross has shown at various points in this match how shrewd she is, and that had to be her most brilliant tactic yet.
Oh, Jesus. She's pulling Asuka back into the ring by her hair or her ears or something.
Well, now, what is Nikki Cross going to do here? I'm actually surprised Asuka hasn't kicked her in the head. That just shows how little she has to give at this point in the match. Oh, man, Nikki Cross. Oh, man, what's she thinking here?
She's going to drape her on the top rope, but what's she thinking? Oh, neck breaker.
Neck breaker. I'll tell you, though.
Her feet are on the rope.
And Ruby not even leaving it to chance. I like that, though, that sense of urgency, breaking up the pin.
And she didn't even wait until the ref was about to count to 3. She broke up that pin at 1.5.
Yeah. I like that, though. Why wait around? Why leave it to the other person? If you know you can break up a pin, do it. So respect to Ruby Riot. Ducks Nikki Cross, double cross body. And you know who this is really advantageous for is the champion.
Exactly.
You take each other out. I'm just going to take a little nap here. I'm going to recharge my batteries, and then I'll kick both of you in the head and walk out of Chicago still the NXT Women's Champion. I mean, Asuka, at this point in her reign, if I'm not mistaken, is the longest reigning NXT champion of anything in the brand's history.
She also broke Goldberg's record for undefeated streak.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about women's revolution and all that marketing crap. I mean, Asuka's the woman to beat in my mind. Because the thing she has done as NXT Women's Champion, hell, the thing she's done as an NXT competitor, period. Unprecedented. And
look at this.
Asuka,
they might have finally realized that they're not going to beat her, and they have to go against each other.
Oh, Nikki! Oh, and Ruby kicked out, and now look at Ruby, though.
But he's strong.
Right to the hold.
Only a
1,
2 count.
2, and
but Nikki goes. Oh, that was like a shin kick almost.
Yeah, right to the face. And what about Asuka?
I feel like Nikki can't decide who she wants to go after. Go after Ruby.
But you know what, though? Could this be the fisherman neck breaker?
Oh, but there's the kick.
Oh, man.
That knocked her the hell out. Was that enough?
Did.
Oh, in comes Asuka.
No, Ruby isn't even seeing it. I know, now she did. It's too late. And now
oh, my God. Double pin.
1.
And that's it. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Asuka just pinned them both at the same time.
As if her arrogance wasn't at peak saturation before. My
Holy
God.
crap. That's ridiculous.
Asuka is still NXT Women's Champion. And the ref doesn't even...
She pinned them both at the same time. Neither one of them has any claim at a rematch now.
That is crazy. And the ref still hasn't even awarded the belt to Asuka. I mean, she did win, right? There's no controversy about it. She pinned both of them. I mean, I'm actually amazed he still hasn't handed the belt to her. And now Asuka, though, is just smiling to herself. Another win for Asuka. Man, I think this crowd even may be stunned. I don't think they expected the finish to come in that way.
There we go. He gave her the title finally.
There it is. Man, the ref initially might have been as perplexed as we were. God damn. And there it is, folks. That was a fun triple threat, though, I gotta say. Bam. Right there. There was the kick.
Yeah. And the double pin. Oh my God.
3 count.
Wow. Well, there go my hopes of Ruby versus Asuka 101. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, that was really something. And I gotta say, man, what made that triple threat unique, Nikki and Ruby didn't think to team up on Asuka. They only did towards the very tail end, and even then they didn't even follow up on it. They really didn't care about isolating Asuka, and I think that was their downfall. And Asuka, look at her, she's smiling like, okay, I win again. Like, just so pleased with herself.
Well, there you go. People are saying in chat that apparently Nikki also pinned Ruby. I guess Nikki was also on top of Ruby, but I don't know if they're going to acknowledge that on NXT television. And even if they do, it was the wrong decision. They should have given that rub to Ruby rather than Nikki.
Exactly, because what sense does it make to give the rub to a heel when Asuka is currently a heel right now in the heel phase of her reign? I don't know. Regardless, Asuka retained Velveteen Dream.
Yep, Velveteen Dream vignette. Oh God, release. It just seems so sexual.
Release, like I'm hoping I won't be with this gimmick. Curiosity.
Believe.
Ooh, Velveteen Dream. You're getting a little sweet on me, aren't you? Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
you
man.
would.
Look, James is also in chat. I'm willing to bet that James would. Wouldn't you, James? This Wednesday, yep, we're going to see it. Oh, man, that's actually the biggest highlight for the post-takeover NXT. That and Aleister Black.
That is pretty cool, yeah.
Man, and well, ladder match up next, folks.
There you go.
Can DIY do it? We've had one title change hands so far tonight with the UK Championship. Asuka just retained her NXT Women's Championship. Will either of our next 2 title matches see a change? Wait a minute.
What?
Are we doing the NXT Championship match next? Wow.
Are we finally going to get a tag title match in the main event?
I think
Before NXT Takeover is too late?
Yeah, dude. That, you know what?
Yeah, oh my God, we're seriously doing this.
And I think I predicted in our TakeOver Premier predictions that DIY was winning. Now I wholeheartedly believe that. I don't think this would main event unless we were getting a title change.
Yeah, dude, you're probably right. I mean, if that's seriously... I mean, it seems like it is the main event, then yeah, they have to put the title on DIY.
Which, you know what, though, that all but kills my hopes for Hideo, because if they really wanted to tell this story with him, why wouldn't you main event with that?
I picked Bobby Roode to win in hopes that I would be wrong, but it looks like I'm going to be right, sadly.
Yeah, fuck. And I, of course, had my stubborn pick of the night, like I do every fucking pay-per-view, and I picked Hideo. I mean, I love Hideo, so I won't apologize for that, but he's not even getting the main event. They did the video packages. Like, I really thought they were going to tell the story with him, but no, it's going to be Roode.
Unless, is Ciampa injured and they're going to replace him with somebody on Johnny Gargano's team, and that's going to be, like, the big pop of the night?
I thought I had heard that Ciampa was cleared, so I think we were going to be getting our tag team main event. Wow. This is crazy. And yet I think people are still confused in chat, partner. They're like, oh, is the ladder match canceled or this and that? Guys, last I heard, Ciampa was cleared. We should still be getting our main event. Or our ladder match, I should say, as the main event. And yeah, Hideo. Man, I want him to win so bad, but it ain't fucking happening, is it? God damn it, NXT. I gotta deal with Bobby Roode. Look at that. He's such a douche, and I normally respect that, but I guess my love for Hideo is actually stronger than my scumbagginess. That's actually kind of terrifying.
That's actually awesome, because that means that Hideo's a really, really good face.
I know. What's happening to me?
Chris Bandicoot in chat said apparently DIY is going to come out with a new theme song, is what he's heard.
How credible was the source, Brandon? Asked me. To be honest, I can't even recollect what the source was. But I'm trusting it if this match is the semi-main and not even the main. Like, because they had to know something for it to be like, okay, that's going to be our main event.
I mean, yeah, at this point, is it even really worth speculating if Ciampa will be there or not when we're going to find out in a half hour anyway?
Yeah, really. I'm kind of right there with you. I mean, right now, my focus is on, please, Hideo, prove me wrong. Please tell me that
that's
NXT
another option, though, dude. What if AOP wins and we go off air with the DIY breakup?
Dude. Oh,
dude. I just had my mom sit up out of her seat and go, no.
Dude, if that happens, I can't wait to be a full-force dick and laugh at Johnny Gargano. Oh my God.
Of course you would. And I would be in Gargano's corner. God, like, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of heels that I like and a lot of faces that I can't stand, but I generally go with the work a lot easier than you do. You are so contrarian. Like, oh, you want me to like that person? Well, screw that guy.
I think I wear it well, though, to be fair.
To be fair, you do, but like, it's just so over the top sometimes.
Well, look, I mean, Johnny Gargano had it coming. Candice LeRae clearly belongs with James. He's the better husband material. Gargano wouldn't even know what husbanding even is. And now Hideo coming out. And, you know, I want to say screw Hideo, but he's so good, I can't. Why are you the only babyface that understands me, Hideo? And it doesn't even matter because you're going to lose. No, I can't think like that. I'm sinking with this ship, damn it. Defiant to the end. Come on, Hideo. Put Roode to sleep. Like his matches put us to sleep.
Oh, snap.
Crackle, pop, which the crowd did for Hideo because he's superior. Now get your ass out here, Roode. Fucking take your lumps.
Seriously?
James.
Oh, God. I despise how NXT portrays Bobby Roode. He is supposed to be this obnoxious, hated heel, and they give him these hype-ass entrances and this amazing babyface theme song. I don't understand the point.
Yeah, in this particular era, this glorious theme has to be one of the most over themes we've seen because the theme is what gets the special treatment and Roode just happens to be attached to it. You know, it's crazy. But yeah, he is supposed to be the heel. He is supposed to be the guy that you want to see get beat. And he's going to freaking win again. How amazing would Chicago be, though, if we have the title change here and then you would still be right about AOP winning, but then we do get our heel angle. I didn't even think about that. But I'll tell you what Chicago's done with this card structure. It's really made me intrigued about the finishes of these last two matches. So, I mean, let's see. We gotta still have Roode, almost, I guess, paying homage to The Undertaker with his long-ass fucking entrance. And then, you know, we'll get on to business. Oh, my God. By the way,
they sure do think the world of him, don't they?
Well, Mark Shoneman saying in chat, now obviously when we do live reactions, I always like to hear Ashton at all times, so I don't really have the crowd on volume, but Mark Shoneman says he's disappointed because a significant amount of people are booing Hideo in the crowd. Shame on you, Chicago.
Dude, I don't know if you saw Mark's tweet. I think it was Mark, right? Yeah, Mark's tweet. There were apparently glorious section signs seats when they arrived there.
Yes, I did see that, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I thought if anything, WWE would understand that the heel is supposed to be the bad guy. Then again, maybe that should come into question.
$2 super chat from James. New stip: if DIY loses, Candice becomes his.
Well, I mean, James, Candice would already be yours if she had the good sense and the good taste to choose you rather than be tied down to Gargano. But hopefully Ciampa breaks his arm, so that makes way for you. I'm rooting for you.
See, and here I am. I was thinking about saying something reasonable, like, oh, you know, Candice is a human being and she'll make decisions for herself.
Oh, please. It's kind of like our relationship. Have I ever recognized your agency or self-worth?
Yes.
Don't answer that. Oh, well, actually, wow, you gave me more credit than I deserve there, okay? So I don't have to, snub this later. But, no, I mean, look, Candice is a human being. She's just a human being that makes very poor choices. Look, James is just trying to guide her to the right path. In his arms, for instance. And can Roode please get to the fucking ring? And now, yeah, I mean, that NXT championship, it's so beautiful, and yet it's around a waist, so mediocre. And this is coming from a guy, I used to be a big Bobby Roode fan, people, but the bloom is off the rose, I'm afraid. I'm just really do not care. And I have waited for Hideo to get this shot, and if I've waited this long, I can only imagine how other fans of Hideo and Hideo himself and his family, who we uprooted from Japan to come here, have waited for this.
He didn't uproot them. They still live in Japan. Oh,
do they? I thought they had American residency with Hideo. Either way, then it's a big sacrifice. If they're back there and he's here, that's really fucking something. I know family separation is part of the job, but when you're separated by that many degrees, it becomes ever more arduous, I'm sure, to maintain. But Hideo can bring back that NXT championship and show it to them and say that all the injuries, all the setbacks, everything we've done, all the sacrifices, they all become validated in 3 seconds here at TakeOver Chicago. I want Hideo to win so fucking bad. Come on, Hideo. Just win once. Don't be like Sammy. He's an utter failure who will never amount to anything. You're not like that. I know you can win. Let's get a look at chat here while Roode is still making his entrance. And James saying, Chicago crowd sucks dick. Which, speaking of sucking dick, we haven't had the camera once pan to Adam Cole, so I guess he wasn't in attendance tonight. And now, yep. And now we're getting the formal introductions here. We got our spotlights, that big fight feel. It is all about the NXT Championship. Oh, man. Come on. Whew. Yeah, Draven further confirming that Hideo's reaction was pretty lukewarm here in Chicago. I'm sickened by the thought of those glorious sections. God, that makes no sense.
Yeah, dude, I'm listening. He just did the Hideo, Itami, and it was pretty mixed. There were some cheers, there were some boos. I'm at this point, so.
And you know what? Because I may not get a chance to do it after the match because my mouth will be too full from eating crow. I'm going to use this opportunity to quote my boy Jarveris. Let me put my back into this one. Man, fuck Bobby Roode. And that's what it's all about, folks. The NXT Championship.
And these marks are cheering for Bobby Roode.
I hate them. I know I shouldn't hate other people for their opinions, and I humbly apologize. I should be more professional, but my emotions are really high in this one. It would be like if people booed Johnny Mundo. I mean, sure, they have the right to do it. They're just going to look like idiots while they do it.
Well, here we go. Match begin. Underway.
We have got these two here. And now Roode just kind of looking at Hideo. He's been put to sleep twice. That's another reason why I'm tentative. Normally, the heel gets the last laugh when it seems like the babyface has everything going for them. And we got a lock up here. And immediately backs Hideo up against the ropes. Ref begins the count. And look at that, Roode almost pulling an Okada, just kind of slapping Hideo on the chest. You wish you were that good, Roode. I may not be on the best terms with Okada, but you couldn't even wash his jock strap. And now, we're going to get our first glorious of the night. Oh, my God. Slap him. Yes!
I already did hear Bobby Roode chant, so it's not just like, oh, the entrance is over, but then once we get in the match, he won't be over because Bobby Roode chants were just happening.
Yeah. I really don't get it. This is the same guy, people, and I'm referring to Chicago here, that said he wanted to actively replace you with presidents and CEOs in the audience.
And vice presidents. Don't forget the vice presidents.
Don't forget the vice presidents, no, because you know that president ever gets impeached or assassinated, then who are you gonna call? The VP. As we got the side headlock here from Roode.
Oh,
really
man.
cracking on.
That was a way better answer than what I thought it was.
And now Hideo's going to see if he can push Roode off. He does. Creates that separation. Shoulder block there by Roode.
Oh, back elbow, Hideo.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Going for the pin. Oh, not even a 1 count. Side headlock here from Hideo.
And now Roode. We'll see if Roode can fight off. Now headlock takeover, though, by Hideo. And now Roode. You got to wonder if you ever feel cagey being in this kind of hold. But I think Roode knows, like, hey, I just got to, stay calm, stay in control. Now he's going to back Hideo up in the corner there.
Yeah.
Ref begins the counting and shoulder thrust there.
And then there's your shoulder thrust.
Another shoulder thrust
Second
there.
Shoulder thrust.
And now Roode
looking
irritated.
He's kind of grabbing his ear. I wonder if he feels like he might have a cut in his ear or something. Oh!
Chop
just
there.
Slapped air. Just completely whiffed on that chop.
I should let you know, partner, I think I'm a little bit ahead of you now, as now Roode chops air, and again Hideo with the chop. And a second chop there by Hideo.
You are ahead of me, but I've already refreshed twice, and there's not catching up enough.
And now Roode off the ropes. Kitchen sink by Hideo. Kick right to the back. And now Hideo. Another penalty, like a PK there by Hideo. He is confident. And now is he going to do the move?
Oh, another PK.
He's going to pick Roode up by the head. I thought Hideo was going to go for something else. I was mistaken. Snapmare takeover. Knee drop right on the face. Another knee drop, second time. Oh, now he's going to step over Roode and kick him in the face. There it is. Advantage Hideo.
He missed the first time, but he got him the second time.
Yeah. I guess all part of the theatrics. He made up. Oh, wait, Hideo here.
Oh, Hideo did the glorious. And then another kitchen sink.
Beautiful. Knee right to the midsection there. Shot to Roode's head. Now he's going to pull the knee pad back up. Look at that forearm right to the midsection. Another forearm. And I'll tell you, Roode is such... He's so infantilistic. He's so childish. Anybody doing his chant, or his taunt, he gets in his own headspace. Hideo knows that. Feet up there by Hideo. Now he goes on the top rope. Could this be a tornado DDT hanging him up on the rope? No, it isn't. Roode throws him off.
Back elbow Roode.
Now
Roode on the middle rope.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. Wow.
And now Roode hooks the leg. 2. Hideo kicks out. Now Roode going to hammer down those shots, partner. Now this is where Roode's going to really turn up the aggression. I think he felt embarrassed by Hideo a little bit. And now he's going to be looking to make an example out of the number 1 contender for the NXT Championship. Oh, no, he's going to hang him up by the throat. And you have to imagine, partner, I hate to already be looking to the future while the present has got me so engrossed. And there Roode just kicks the rope and Hideo's throat gets it reverberated. Those ropes, again, as we've talked about, are like steel cables. But Roderick Strong did win in the opener tonight. And even though he lost to Hideo, I think that win kind of gets him back in the running. You have to imagine he's watching this match very closely right now. There's a chop there by Roode. There's just a shot there to Hideo. And Roode has really slowed this down. Roode is in firm control at this point in time. Oh, and there's a lariat in the corner there. Now Hideo again, and another lariat in the corner by Roode. And now, neck breaker, and there it is. Roode got it off. Had good torque on it. Really came down full force. Lateral press. Hideo kicks out. Now Roode goes right to the hold. Has the arm over the knee. It's almost like a chin lock of sorts. Gonna work over that head and neck. We know that Roode likes to employ that impaler DDT, which he calls the glorious DDT. Hideo, of course, with him. It's the GTS, which I don't even know if this crowd's very deserving to see it unfold, but it's not really about that. It's about Hideo using that as his ticket to the NXT Championship. Now Hideo has got to regain vertical here. Rev asking Hideo if he wants to give it up.
How long before Bobby Roode gets called up to Raw?
Honestly, I'd say a month after his title reign ends. I don't think it'll be that long at all.
Okay, and when do you think that's going to happen?
Well, Brooklyn 3's around the corner, isn't it? Shouldn't that be August? So
yep,
I'll say
that's
August.
my prediction as well. I'm going to say 4 months, 5 months tops.
Hell, dude, if you and I get our way and it's Christmas come early, backslide, and Roode kicks out. If we get our way, it'll happen tonight. Won't be no need for a Brooklyn 3 because it'll have happened here in Chicago in front of these ingrates.
$2 super chat from James. Chicago needs to be euthanized. Hashtag fuck Chicago.
And again, I ain't gonna fight it. I ain't gonna fight it. And now Roode just kind of gesturing for Hideo to get up, smacks the back of his head. Just like, come on, Hideo, come on. And you just gotta imagine that's only gonna fire Hideo up. Oh, kick his ass. And oh, what a slap! Oh my God, you just got bitched out. Oh, what a slap to the face that was. Oh, but a boot there by Roode.
Spin kick.
Spin kick there by Hideo.
Kick to the face. Oh, Roode went for the lariat, but Hideo ducked it. Sick kick.
Nice sick kick, Hideo. Can't immediately capitalize, but that could be the start of something big there. Oh, come on, put this prick in his goddamn place. Let this crowd fucking eat it. I've grown quite accustomed to Crow. I can tell them just how to get it down. Come on, Hideo. Come on. He's pulling himself up. And now, Roode getting his feet.
Oh, area number 1. Area number 2. Ducks the clothesline attempt. Kick, kick, kick. Spin kick.
Snap suplex.
Fisherman suplex.
Release suplex. Hideo is firing up here. If he gets that shotgun drop kick and then the GTS, we will have a new NXT champion. I have no doubt about that. Roode versus the Irish Whip. Charges at Hideo. Hideo gets the boot up. Hideo on the top rope. Now he's going to hang Roode's throat on the rope. There it is.
Nice on the rope. Head into the top rope now. Is this going to be a flat back drop kick?
Probably. And they're gorgeous.
No, a lariat.
Lariat there by Hideo. Nicely done. Hooks the leg. 2.
Oh, that was close.
That was close. Every offensive maneuver that Hideo executes brings him closer and closer to the championship. And oh, now he's stalking Roode. He wants that GTS bad, but is he telegraphing it too much? And Roode, credit to Roode. I may hate the son of a bitch, but he had it scouted. Throws Hideo into the rope. The arm, that shoulder making contact with the turnbuckle.
Oh,
Roode's shoulder.
Shoulder meeting something hard. That was a lot harder than the turnbuckle.
Yeah, that
was the ring post.
And you know what? That could be bad for Roode because I mentioned earlier.
Shoot kicks. Number 2. Third shoot kick. Oh, is he going to go for the head now? Is he going to do the Brian? No. Almost like just like a big boot there. Oh, he went for the head kick, but he didn't get it. Oh, he caught the arm, though. Oh, look at this.
Fujiwara.
Look at this.
No.
Fujiwara armbar.
It is a Fujiwara. It's not a seated variation like I thought. I don't know if Hideo has all the torque on that armbar. Oh,
I thought he was going to go for the label lock, honestly.
Oh, Roode ducks the kick. But again, with that shoulder.
Oh, he wanted the glorious DDT there, but no go.
But again, you mentioned earlier the shoulder hitting the steel post. I wonder if that's going to affect the glorious DDT at all.
Oh, man. Look at Hideo, though. He just kicked the shoulder with one foot and then kicked the pec that the shoulder is attached to with the other.
You know what? Forget it. Hideo doesn't have to be a white knight in this match. The crowd doesn't even respect him, and he's going after the NXT Championship. I say leave that shoulder in pieces. This is going to be a Falcon's Arrow. No. Roode fighting. Roode is fighting. Body shots. Forearm shot.
Knocked Hideo off.
Come on, Hideo. Come on, Hideo. Give me something here.
He went for another blockbuster, but it was one too many. Hideo out of the way. Hideo. What's he going for here?
Falcon's
Arrow. What do you call that? Oh, yeah. Of course.
And kick out by Roode.
Yeah, he usually does the Falcon Arrow off the top rope, too, doesn't he? So that was like a nice little improvisation.
Indeed it was. And now Hideo, come on, you need that shotgun drop kick. And then that GTS, another kick right to the shoulder. Fuck your shoulder. Oh, man, it feels good that I can say that, knowing that me and Cliff are on good terms to somebody that doesn't deserve it, like Bobby Roode. And now...
I mean, hell, look at the scar on Hideo's left shoulder. Maybe he's just trying to make Bobby feel the pain that he's gone through over the last year.
Oh, and there's the spine buster. Hideo was finally thinking shotgun drop kick. Roode had it scouted, falls into the cover, 2. Hideo kicks out. Oh, I do not want Roode to win this. Come on. I'm bracing myself for disappointment, but I'm too into this match now. I've got to go full steam ahead as we see again that Arn Anderson spine buster, which was totally weak sauce. Bobby, where the fuck was your torque, huh? Glorious my
I was
ass.
going to say, how can you call it a double A spine buster when you've already told me that the difference between a regular spine buster and a double A spine buster is the rotation?
Exactly. That was pathetic. And now look, because you're watching, wince, motherfucker, wince. He only has one arm to do. You know what? If 2 arms makes it glorious, 1 arm just exposes your mediocrity. And he can't because of the shoulder. This is your moment, Hideo. GTS.
No, he's not going to be able to do it. He's not going to be able to do it.
Fucker, I hate your survival instinct. And now, ducks.
The stunner over the ropes.
God damn it, Roode. And why are they booking Roode like a babyface, by the way?
Maybe this match is meant to be a double turn, dude. I don't know.
You know what? I don't care. I'm still Hideo all the way. And if he is turning heel, then that means I get to still be Johnny Scumbag. And right there, Hideo into the barricade. It's just crazy to me because, again, I don't care personally because I'm rooting for Hideo, so however they want to do it. But, match psychology-wise, Roode is supposed to be the heel, right? And we're giving him the injury. And, what the fuck is happening? Literally, what the fuck is happening right now? This is Bizarro world. And now Hideo, trash-talking, counters again.
Again, though, that left shoulder of Roode getting thrown into the steel steps. Man, this is definitely starting to feel like Hideo is playing the bully.
You know what? Maybe they're adapting to circumstances. And now Hideo! Oh, fuck. That's going to be it, isn't it? That's going to be the turning point of the match right there.
The freaking steel steps.
I hate you, Bobby Roode. Oh, check my shoulder. I can only get 1 up for Glorious. I can't. I need 2 shoulders. Shut up. Yeah, check on Hideo. He's more important. Oh, my God. That was disgusting. And, yeah, Hideo's bleeding from the mouth. This is unbelievable. I'm going to get some chat reactions here. DPK said earlier, #delete Chicago. Yeah, Chicago's really getting rained on here by our live chat. As now Roode is back up to a vertical base. He is still favoring that shoulder, though. You know what, though? I mean, partner, I got to ask you. I'm going to field you for this one. What's worse? A wounded leg like Hideo seems to have after that missed dropkick, or the bad shoulder like Roode definitely seems to have now at this point in the match?
Well, the thing is, both of their injuries are to parts of their body that are extremely vital to them executing their finisher. Hideo plants on that left leg when he does the GTS, and Roode uses that left arm to deliver the glorious DDT. So they're both very much handicapped. Really, it might come down to who can invent a new finisher throughout this match first.
Well, I would say that Hideo has definitely been known to be an innovator, so I could count on him to do it. But then Roode, he's wily, and he does know how to adapt. Nice back fist. And now Roode in the corner. Come on, Hideo. Is he going to
There's the drop kick.
There is the drop kick.
The leg is still hurt. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the GTS off, but he is calling for it.
Oh, that was almost like a Benoit-style throat slit. God damn. He wants to end this here.
Oh, he's gonna, oh, there it is. The knee gives out. Oh, but now is Bobby going to be able to do the DDT? The arm gave out, but there's the glorious DDT.
Hey, God, it's going to be
But Roode isn't able to capitalize immediately. 3, 4, and now 1, 2, and Hideo kicks out.
That's right. You stay in it. You stay in it. You bring that NXT championship home to Japan, to your wife and your kids. I won't accept anything less. Yeah, fuck you, Roode. Fuck you. Come on. Come on, Hideo. Yeah, you're never going to hear me cheer this hard for a babyface again unless Mundo has a turn, people, so enjoy it. Come on, Hideo.
I can sense that, and you know what? I love it.
Come on, Hideo. Come on. Yeah, stop shaking your head. It fucking happened. I'm sorry you're not as glorious as you think you are, you self-serving piece of shit. Come on, Hideo. 1 GTS. That's all you need.
There's one guy in a white t-shirt out in the crowd who's actually giving Roode the thumbs down. Thank you, that guy. Oh, GTS.
Oh, there. Oh, yes.
He hit it. Oh, but Roode's rolling out of the ring.
Oh, mother. Why? Why? Why is this my life? And you can't win a title by a countout, so get him back in the ring. And son of a bitch. God damn it. They do this to me every time.
How defeated you sound right now. I think every Bobby Roode championship retention or victory has been because his opponent was injured.
Yeah, because, I mean, even the match with Cassius Ohno, when Cassius got the big forearm, Roode fell out of the ring, and now it's going to be a kick out, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Close.
That was close. I was getting ready to celebrate. Why would you give me hope, WWE? Why?
Holy crap. I thought he had him. I thought they were going to do it and be like, you know what? GTS is this strong. But no, he kicks out at the very last split tenth of a hundredth of a second. That was 2.9999998765431.
Exactly. Oh, trying for it again. Roode had it scouted. Hideo stacks him up. Hang on.
Another 2 count. Come on. Oh, he's getting no counter. Big slap. Another slap. 3 slaps. 4, 5. Come on, Hideo. 6.
Oh my God.
That might be it. What do you have left, Hideo?
Hideo.
Oh, he's pulling the kneecap down. He's pulling the knee pad down. He's going for it again.
Oh my
that was
God.
another Benoit-style throat slit.
I think Hideo knows I'm cheering for him. It's his time. Come on. Do it. Do it. Oh, fuck. And no, he's
a headlock. That's it. Jesus Christ.
He really spiked that one in there. And just get the fucking, 2. Fuck you in your reign, Bobby Roode. Fuck you in your reign. You know what, bro? I have nobody to blame but myself. I saw it coming. I should have known better. This is what happens when I have hope.
The near fall when he got him back in the ring after the GTS was the most I've marked out for a near fall. Probably since the pedigree super kick Hell in a Cell against Undertaker.
Yeah. Oh, my God. You know what, though? It's so bittersweet because I don't even know when Hideo is going to challenge for the title again. I don't even know what his future is. But if he ever does contest for that title again, I hope it's in front of a better crowd than fucking Chicago. That wouldn't have even deserved to have seen his title win. That's the only solace I can take in this. Fuck you so hard, Bobby Roode. And yeah, here we see the drop kick. Oh my God, and again, we could skip the whole song and dance, never have hope. You'd think as the leader of the Scum Squad, I would know this better than anybody, but Hideo just sucks me in, man. He's that good. And there was the first one. I will give Bobby Roode this much credit. It's a nice twist on a finisher that you keep the front face lock and you twist through and you do another really big one to finish for those big time opponents. And then this was the GTS. Roode rolls out. So because we've had the villain retain here, either DIY are going to regain their titles in the main event to send the crowd home happy, or AOP is going to retain, but we get our big angle to just send the crowd home, gossiping like, oh my God, can you believe we just saw that? And there was the big...
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. All I know is...
Bobby retained, though. So, you know what, though? This is interesting now because now we've got a pretty nice set of contenders that could challenge Roode for that title. McIntyre, Ono, Strong. There are quite a few people at this point that could challenge for that.
We love you, Bob. Oh, look at that. The kind of sign
Aleister Black. Aleister Black is another one that I didn't even think about who could easily challenge Roode and be a credible champion to take it off Roode.
Yeah. Brandon, I'll tell you what. Your boy Aleister Black better take care of business. I want to see him kick Roode's damn head off. I am so sick and tired of this mediocre reign. I'm just glad Hideo got to show his stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed that NXT Championship match. Of course, I wanted a different outcome, but I was emotionally invested into that and just from the beginning. Now we're getting a Backlash promotion here. That'll be tomorrow night, folks. We'll be covering that. Oh, my God.
Whew, man, that was a great match, though. I got to give NXT credit. I got to give both of those guys credit. They sucked me in big time.
They did. Hey, dude, again, it's rare when I can really get behind a babyface. That was definitely the most emotionally invested I've been. really all night, and I even said I would be on preview and predictions. But what are you thinking about this ladder match as our main event?
I am very ecstatic and excited and feel so much anticipation for what they're going to do with this match, because really, you got to look at the time, too. It's almost 10 of 10, so you know we're going to have an overrun, which tells me that I have no clue how long this match is going to go. This match could go 15 minutes, could go 35 for all we know. I'm clueless.
Absolutely, partner. We shall see. And, yeah, you know what? It just makes so much sense, though, on a multitude of levels. One, like we already
There's your
established.
boy.
Yeah, holy crap. Kevin Owens. The face of America. Yeah, look, Chicago. That is I don't even know who that guy is. Forget the Brewers. Let's focus on what matters. The face of America, Kevin Owens. There's Cassius Ohno. There's Sami Zayn. There's Pat Patterson. I'll tell you, if they were going to pan to Adam Cole, now's the time. We got Pat. We got Sami. We got Cassius. What else we got? You got anybody else?
There, just saying.
I see what you did there. I know. No Adam Cole. So I guess Adam Cole, which makes me love him even more, pretty much said, Chicago, I'm going to need you to suck my dick. And Paul William Gregory making fun of the fragility of, or the alleged fragility, I should say, of Hideo Itami. Poor Hideo, he ruptured his shoulder muscles getting up in the morning and got a concussion from sneezing. That's really classy, Paul. Keep it classy. Again, I hope your cheese and onion sandwiches leave you forever constipated. And now, Triple H.
By the way, I just wanted to let you guys know that the poll that I put up an hour ago has now ended. As I said, it was only up for an hour. And the final result, we have 16 votes. 38% 4 stars, 62% 5 stars.
Damn. And
you know what that translates to?
What's that?
4.62 stars, and that actually sounds about right, because if you round it to an even quarter, it rounds down to 4.5. I would have given that a 4.5 stars, so that's perfect.
Yeah, and here we see DIY making the Revival tap out. This is their big, match of the year tag title win. Oh, man, what are they going to do?
Last year, man.
Oh, man, we're going to get the angle, or are we going to get the title win? What are we going to get? Or hell, we might get neither. That's another option, too, that we really haven't considered. I mean, I doubt it, given that this is main eventing. But, man. Now these guys just talking about what it means for them to be tag team champions.
And then, of course, there's AOP. Big, scary, masked men that think they're Matanza.
Yeah. Now oh God.
You will never be Jeff Cobb. Never!
Yeah, Jeff Cobb's pretty fucking fantastic. Yeah, the Super Collider Power Bombs. That's what they call them. So, yeah, they've done that. And then, of course, the last chapter, that Russian leg sweep lariat.
That's the Russian leg sweep lariat, yeah.
And hey, this is a big deal for, I mean, yes, DIY definitely, but these guys are experts in their craft. You know what I mean? I mean, they've done the circuit, they've done everything. So I'm not saying them main eventing a takeover isn't a big deal, because it certainly is, but I think it's a huge deal for AOP still being as new as they are. I mean, I know they've been around a while, but I still think they are significantly greener, of course, than our challengers, and they're already being put in this spot. So that's
I gotta say, it's actually kind of disappointing to me that the Authors of Pain are getting the honor of being the first ever tag team match to main event a takeover instead of the Revival. This should have happened at TakeOver Toronto.
I agree, because especially the way that match ended, like, that was an ending worthy of a takeover main event.
And the thing is, I was actually saying that going into the show, so it's not like you have to accuse me of hindsight bias. I was saying it with foresight. I was saying it going into the show.
Right.
You can literally go back and listen to our preview and predictions, and I'm saying, yes, the tag match should main event. It will be the best match of the night. It's the match people care the most about. It should main event. And I believe that even more strongly in hindsight, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Completely agree with you. And we see the ladders around
Oh,
here.
dude! AOP is coming out first.
Oh, well, that just confirms that DIY new theme. I might even have to turn up my network a little bit for this. And there's Paul Ellering, and because Paul William Gregory requested it, he's got to be flustered because he developed the algorithm, and it really didn't factor in ladder matches. So that's definitely got to frustrate him a little bit. And there
You know what,
is,
though? If I ever ran into that kind of an obstacle with my algorithm, I would find a way around it. I would figure it out. I think Paul Ellering is capable.
Oh, wow. Look at you, though, kind of throwing down the gauntlet. Pretty much saying, like, hey, Paul Ellering, you ain't shit. I would adapt my algorithm. And you see...
no, I'm saying Ellering's a smart guy. He's capable of adapting, too. I'm not trying to down him. I'm agreeing. I think he's good.
No, I know, man. I just like busting your chops.
You misinterpreted what I said.
And Akam and Reezer taking off their masks with their Jeff Cobb.
Razor!
I will pronounce it how I want, sir. I'm still salty.
That's how Ellering pronounces it, and he's old and out of the way. Do you want to be like the guy who's old and out of the way?
Well, first of all, it's in the way, because if you were out of the way, that would be considerate of other people, Mark. Second
Well, no, but if he was in the way, he wouldn't be so helpful to his team. He's out of the way. He's just old.
Oh, wait. Here come the challengers.
Same theme.
Aw, that's disappointing. So, and then what the shit is this in NXT? Why have them come out? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. And yep, there they are. And Ciampa's just looking like he wants to shatter Gargano's arm into a million pieces.
No, he doesn't. He looks like he wants to win the tag titles.
Are you going to cry inside if they break up?
No, because that'll mean they lost, and I'll be too busy crying about their loss.
So you will cry if they lose and or something bad happens to this team, just in general?
Exclusively if they lose. I don't care if something bad happens to them and they win.
Now, will you be crying on the inside, or should I have my martini glass ready to collect your tears?
Dude, I've been playing along. I don't actually cry.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Jesus, it's a metaphorical thing. I'll be metaphorically crying on the inside.
One day you'll cry for real, and I'll be there to collect the tears. But in the meantime, we've got a ladder match to live react to here. Oh, man. Do it yourself. It'd be just amazing if after DIY loses, Ciampa would say, well, I guess that means I have to do this myself, and then beats the shit out of Johnny. Mainly so Candice can come home to her real husband, James. I got you, James. We're on the same wavelength, brother.
James just said in chat, this is DIY's last entrance together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not going to be a tag team on the main roster. They're going to be too busy in the cruiserweight division.
What a waste of their talents.
It really murders my soul.
Oh, that's just exquisite. And now there are the belts, and they're going to go way up. Unlike DIY stock, it's about to plummet in more ways than one. You know what, though? I mean, you really should blame Gargano for this. And I'm not even talking about in the way of, oh, well, he failed the team. I mean, even though that's all entirely true. You know, it's like he knows that Ciampa has this in his nature. He saw the Festival of Friendship between Jericho, and he moved the television out of the room. He even tweeted about it. So if you're taking those kinds of steps, clearly there's a lack of trust there. I don't know, Johnny. Maybe aim for a healthier relationship? Dickweed? I know, that's what it's all about, the NXT Tag Team titles.
So give me a % chance that Candice LeRae comes out to attack Paul Ellering to even the odds.
Ooh, that's actually an interesting question. What's the baseline?
There is no baseline. I'm asking what you think the percentage.
I'm going to say 40%.
The odds. 40% you said?
Yeah. So not nearly non-existent,
Wow.
but I still don't think it's going to happen. Now, DIY
ladies and gentlemen,
guys,
we have 34 people watching right now. Make sure to remember to leave a like. And we have another super chat from James for $2. Hashtag Candice and James 4444life. Hashtag fuck the haters.
I agree, James. Hashtag fuck the haters indeed. And now, are they going to get more ladders, even though ladders are everywhere? Like, what do you... Okay, yeah, they got one ladder there.
Yeah, they're going to get more ladders.
Thank you for affirming that in that
They're going to climb their way to success the same way our like counter will climb its way into the dozens.
You know what? I appreciate the effort you put into that. So I'm even going to further the cause. Please, guys, if you haven't already, leave a like, especially because we're dealing with 6 dislikes from people that I'm assuming are like, oh man, a YouTube stream of TakeOver Chicago. That's great. Yeah, be careful you don't bite your own tongue there.
This isn't what I expected. Dislike, leave.
And now Ciampa right into the barricade. That's the same place DIY's friendship will be going when the match is over. As now, they are really just picking these guys apart. And now Ciampa right in the steel steps. Oh, knee right in the steel steps.
Oh, drop toe hold.
And now can DIY
Oh, now
survive?
he's going up. Oh, nice camera work, NXT. What are you doing?
Yeah, really. Keep it on the action.
Oh, the bomb! The senton cannonball onto one of the guys. I don't remember the names.
I wish they wore them on their clothing, because I think that was part of their entrance attire or something, but then that gets removed.
I don't know.
And I think that
I want to say Akam is the bigger guy.
Right. I think that guy, well, the guy whose knee pad we just saw a glimpse of, I think that's Akam, and then the other one's Razor. And now they're going for that ladder. Look at you idiots when there are ladders closer by. What are you doing? And now just moving it along there. What are they going to do? They're going to use it as a weapon? They're going to get it in the ring? Oh, no. They're going to set it right there.
Razor is the bigger one.
Okay.
Akam is the shorter, stout one.
Oh, and now Ciampa there just gets shot in the back. Gargano.
Oh, my God, Johnny.
Right through the ladder onto both of those guys. Beautifully done there.
Yeah, brilliant.
And now Ciampa pointing at Gargano. This match does play to their strengths. I will give DIY that much.
I mean, that was clearly intended by William Regal. He definitely wanted to set up a match that played to the strengths of the good guys because he's sick of AOP as champs.
Right. And hell, maybe even on the same side, even if you don't want to necessarily say sick of the champs, maybe he just wanted to challenge the champs. They've been so dominant in standard match settings. Push them out of their comfort zone. Make them stronger in the long run, even in a loss. Expose them to new things.
You know, I got to tell you, I feel like if any of these teams would decide to have one of their people stand on the other person's shoulders, like what Pentagon and Phoenix do, they could totally reach those titles. They're really low compared to usual.
Absolutely.
Oh,
back in the face.
That was Akam, and he just got a ladder to the face, and here's Razor, and he's blocked it, but then he got kicked in the gut.
Yeah, he did. DIY doing a great job there. Now Razor getting ganged up on here by DIY. They're doing a brilliant job making sure to keep each guy isolated. Now what's DIY thinking here?
Big
Gargano,
knee.
Nice knee there by Ciampa.
Oh, and Gargano went for some kind of, oh my God.
And then just thrown right on Ciampa there.
The back problems that could cause.
I know, right?
Now these guys are going to have to see if they can scale these steel ladders. I almost said steps, but ladders.
Yeah, I mean, those belts are hanging so low. Why doesn't, because you said Razor's the bigger guy, right? So why doesn't Akam get on all fours and then Razor stands on top of him and just pulls those belts down?
Well, wouldn't you want the bigger guy as the base?
Oh, that's a good point, too. I guess Akam could also reach them with how low they're hanging. And now, Gargano gets kicked off. And
ladder to the gut there on Razor. Ladder to the gut for Akam, too. Ciampa knows what to do with this ladder. Oh, and now both members of DIY are going to slam the ladder down on both members of AOP, and there it is.
Nicely done there. And I'll tell you, DIY in control here.
Honestly, I feel like the titles are low enough that if DIY or if AOP wanted to, they could get the steel steps from the outside and stand on top of those and get the titles.
Yeah, that really is literally low-hanging fruit right there. Usually I feel like the belts are much higher in other ladder matches.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see, because these ladders are only like 8 to 10 feet tall. We've seen 15-foot ladders. Oh, look at Ciampa. Oh, my God, that was so close. That would have been great. Oh, but the ladder to the faces.
Yeah. Yeah, plan was great until it got foiled and everything, and now these two behemoths going to give another try at it.
Yeah, that's an 8-foot ladder. It's really not that tall.
Really isn't. And now both guys are climbing it. They're kind of have a monopoly on the ladder. I guess that's smart in one way, but in another way,
you'll
leave yourself
notice
completely vulnerable.
every single time the bigger guys try and climb the ladder, they have to go up it really slow because they're worried about any of the rungs giving out. Oh, God. Oh, but look at this. Look at DIY. They grabbed the ladder.
They did, and now
but they're getting dumped.
Shoved off. Oh, man.
Face meet rope. Oh, no. Ciampa's knee.
Yeah, Ciampa favoring that knee. We did get cleared for this match. And now the ref immediately checking on Ciampa here. And now the ref questioning with Ciampa here. This could be bad for Gargano, though. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't know if that was his midsection or his throat, but I know a part of him just meant that ladder. Yeah, that meant the ladder violence. And now Ciampa right into it. I feel like the ref was still conferring with Ciampa, but AOP didn't give a damn. And now they're stomping away at Gargano here. And now this is bad for DIY because whether it's a standard match or ladder match, I don't care what. When AOP is able to divide you and able to really just focus on imposing their will on each respective member, I mean, that makes it really bad for the opposing team. And we know that the DIY, they're so momentum-based. They rely on their speed, that quickness, and that's just been totally negated. Oh, my God.
They're not even kicking Ciampa. They're kicking a ladder, which is like just hitting Ciampa in the stomach.
Exactly.
The ladder comes down, but Ciampa has gotten a lot of damage done to him, and he's still favoring the knee, even though all that work was done on the abs.
I believe this is the third ever ladder match in NXT history, and it's the first tag team ladder match in NXT history for the title.
What was the second ever ladder match in NXT? Because I know the first one was Bo Neville. What was the second one?
Balor Owens.
Was that a ladder match?
It was a ladder match, yes. That was the first ever Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, Balor's first defense at TakeOver Brooklyn.
Exactly.
That's right. That match is so forgettable because of how much Sasha and Bayley did one match before that.
Exactly. No, DIY getting back up here. I like this from the champions, though. They make a descent. They descend the ladder just so they can continue their work. They know if they don't, hey, DIY is going to thwart us anyway, so what's the point?
I mean, we would rather be able to get the jump on them than have a little tiny chance of being able to get these titles, but most likely them getting the jump on us.
Exactly.
Oh, man, this ladder. Oh, my God, they didn't even try and duck it. They just tried to run into it.
Exactly, man. Well, flesh is never going to beat steel, and it certainly didn't on that exchange. And
well, the refs are out there checking on both Gargano and Ciampa. It's not just Ciampa now.
And now Paul Ellering,
There's your 15-foot ladder right there, brother. That's the one you want.
Exactly. My God.
Actually, I think that's a 12-footer, but still. Oh, and another long one. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll tell you, AOP, this may be their first ever ladder match, but they're not showing it. They're going right with the big guns here. They've quickly adapted to this environment. Which, if you're a tag team watching this in the back, that's got to make you question some things because, I mean, you thought this team
Shut the hell up, audience. God, you don't want tables. It's a ladder match.
Yeah, I've really not cared for Chicago tonight. I'm glad that I'm watching this on the best volume there is. Mute.
Can't wait for tomorrow when we have just as smarky, if not smarkier of a crowd and a worse show. Like, you can imagine they would be more tolerable today because this is actually an enjoyable show. I can't imagine tomorrow's show is going to be better than this.
Oh. And Ciampa saving Gargano.
Brilliant. Ciampa, yeah.
Hey, Ciampa having the back of his tag team partner. I can respect that. That's how you win these matches.
There we go.
DIY.
Gargano had Ciampa's back there too.
Absolutely. Hey, they're closer than a lot of brothers, and I know we've made a lot of jokes about that tonight. But can they keep that relationship strong to reclaim the tag titles for a second time? Knee there.
Oh, the big knee there to both. Oh, God. Are they going to jump off something onto the ladders?
They might.
They totally are. They're going to climb that ladder in the middle, and they're going to do double splashes or something.
And, hey, if they do succeed in that endeavor, what's to stop them? I mean, I guess it would be one hell of a recovery time. But then you figure if they could recover before AOP, which I don't see why not. What would really stop them from making that ascent for the tag titles?
Oh, my God. I don't know, dude, but this is insane.
Oh, man. Ciampa takes one side, Gargano with the other. I feel like AOP is kind of stirring a little bit. That's concerning.
Yeah, no doubt. There's no way they're going to pull this off. They're going to jump and they're going to freaking rib the shit out of themselves on those ladders.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Splashes on both sides.
Oh, my God. Ciampa ate freaking outside. He face first.
Yeah, Ciampa's ladder broke. Gargano's did not.
I don't know who got hurt more there. Gargano for basically just kind of bouncing off the ladder and landing on his back, or Ciampa for going through the ladder and landing on his face.
Yeah, that was painful. I mean, those are the sacrifices you make, though. That's how much those NXT tag titles mean to DIY. Take a look at it again. This is from Ciampa's angle. His ladder broke.
Yeah.
And then we look at Gargano's
but
angle.
But you can see there, he almost had to do like a front flip because he landed face and head first. And Gargano bounced. Oh, he also did like a flip. Jesus. Yeah, we're going to get another shot at both of them. They really had similar action, but I almost want to say Ciampa hit his head, whereas Gargano was able to get the full flip and landed on his back.
Exactly. And you can see AOP, I think that's, who is that, Razor? Already.
Yeah, that's Razor. That's Razor that's stirring right there near Ciampa. Akam is just dead.
Well, I mean, that should terrify DIY all the same, even though it is Razor and it's one man. To know that he's already moving after an impact maneuver like that. What the hell?
Ciampa's got a ladder.
But can Ciampa make the ascent? Gargano, I still think is down. And Ciampa, I mean, he face planted to your point, and he's already, look, he's got that ladder set up almost.
He's got it up. He's just got to set it up and lock it in. I don't see either one of the AOP guys. I do see Paul Ellering, though.
But see, Ashton, you got to wonder at this point if...
Oh, look at that. There's Akam.
Oh, Akam, look at that. We thought he was dead. I guess not. Oh, but Gargano. Let's see if he can help his partner here.
I see Gargano on the edge of the apron there. Yeah, he's in the ring now. I guess it was Razor that was dead, and I just mistook faces.
Maybe. I mean, I thought we...
Akam can barely scale the ladder, dude. Like, he's on the second rung. It's just taking forever. What is Gargano doing here?
Oh, Gargano. Why would you set up a ladder over there? What is he thinking about now? Oh, wait a minute here. I think the referee, that one ladder that was sandwiched, he moved it out of the way.
Yeah, he did. And now Razor is right there. Razor is right there with Gargano.
I don't know why you would climb that ladder when it doesn't even seem to be near the titles.
What the hell is the point of doing a splash on the ladders when it's going to hurt you just as much as it hurts your opponents, if not more?
And that's just it. Like, at first I commended the sacrifice. Now I'm really questioning it because now Ciampa just went down and now he pushes them off. But Gargano goes on that ladder. Oh, this could be their time here.
Oh, my God, perfect. Got it, Johnny. Get it, Johnny. Get it. You got it. You're right there. Get the titles. Oh, but Ellering. I knew it would be Ellering. I knew Ellering would do something.
That super kick to Ellering. Man, and Gargano smiling.
Oh, but how much time did that cost you?
I noticed, though, that it is Gargano whose shoulder would the blame fall on if they can't get this done.
Oh, but who was that? Akam. That was Akam with the kick to the stomach. Ciampa is in the ring, though.
Wouldn't it be something if Gargano was the one to turn heel? I'm just...
That would be so ridiculous to me. No. Oh, man. Look at this, though. Ciampa's about to get double-teamed.
Yeah, he is. It could be a Super Collider or something on that ladder. But then again, with Super Collider, they like to do it to both people, so I don't really know how that would work. And now Ciampa...
I mean, but what's more painful, getting your back slammed into someone else's back or getting your back slammed into a ladder?
Yeah, I would have to say back to ladder, good sir.
Exactly.
And now it's being sandwiched in the corner here.
Be interesting if they could get a ladder to stand up straight and they did the Super Collider with the ladder in between.
I know, right? Oh, my God. Now Ciampa's face just getting restructured with that ladder.
Oh, my God. This is a straight-up beatdown, man.
Yeah, it is. They're beating Ciampa like he stole something, and he is trying to steal some of those NXT tag titles, and AOP ain't letting it happen. And now Elric's saying,
why is Elric doing the thumbs down? What does that even mean?
Well, I mean, hey, in the Coliseum, that meant kill him. So I guess he's saying, put Ciampa down.
They're taking the ladders down, so they're obviously not interested in winning right now.
I think they want to fully incapacitate DIY.
Oh, are they going to powerbomb him onto the side of the ladder? Oh, no, they're picking it back up. Never mind.
That sounds fucking excruciating. Oh, man.
Gargano's right there on the apron. Do you see him?
Yeah, Gargano, can you save the day?
They're lifting Ciampa up with the ladder.
Oh, my God.
I think they're going to back up and slam it into his face. Oh, Gargano!
Gargano taking the bullet.
Oh, my God!
Oh, Jesus. Gargano sacrificing himself. A true friend to the end.
Rip Johnny.
Oh, my God.
God, I hope he didn't have something broken. That looked way too stiff.
Yeah, that is going to be great footage for the heel turn package if it occurs.
Ciampa. What is Ciampa doing here? Is he doing anything? Did they just lose?
They might be about to.
No, Ciampa's right there.
Yeah, like, goddamn, Ciampa.
Oh, he's going to suplex him onto the setup ladder. That's Aiko. No, that's Razor.
Oh,
God, it's hard to tell these guys apart.
It really is. I wish they had some.
German onto the. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
oh, but look at this. Akam is still up and moving, and Ciampa's got to be in a lot of pain. Does Johnny have it in him to prevent? Or Akam's not even in position, really. He might not even be able to reach the titles. Look at this.
Well, those
look how far away they are for him.
Yeah, and those belts are swinging, too. It's going to make it more difficult, I should say, to get a grasp on them. And now Johnny...
Gargano has him by the foot. Gargano's still barely alive.
That's just it with Johnny. He'll give every last bit that he has for his team to win.
And look at this. Ciampa is stirring. Razor is freaking stirring.
God, yeah, Razor is moving. It's just when I was ready to count AOP out.
We have DIY chance. There, another boot to Gargano.
Well, at least Chicago got something right tonight. And now, picking the ladder back up.
Oh, what a super kick.
He's still hanging on the ladder.
Another super kick. Oh, look at this. Look at this. PCS with the ladder. PCS with the ladder. I'm calling it.
Is it going to be PCS with the ladder here?
We're getting the symbol. And there it is.
There it is.
Oh, but Ciampa used his knee to do it. That's got to suck.
Yeah, it does. And you see he's favoring that knee. You know,
Ciampa
folks,
needs
even
to
with
play defense, and Johnny needs to scale the ladder. I don't know if Ciampa can scale the ladder right now, but at the same time, look at Johnny. He looks more down and out than Ciampa.
I got to say, partner, even with all the offense that DIY has gotten, I wouldn't even count AOP out yet. I was ready to count
dude. That's the thing.
German.
I mean, like I said, Razor was already stirring.
Yeah, that is nuts to me. And now Johnny Gargano, look how spaced Gargano looks. Like, where the hell even are we?
That's like the signature mid-match Gargano look. Like, he just pulls that off.
And now, slowly helping Gargano up. We've really seen this friendship on display. That makes me wonder, are they going to rejoice or... Oh, man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. And now, Ciampa's got the ladder. Ellering already seemed like he kind of recovered from the super kick, so I wouldn't even put it past him that he'd get another interference in here.
No kidding.
Oh, wait a minute. This might be it. They got the ladder set up.
It's set up. They're going up.
AOP is stirring.
I don't see anyone.
Much.
I don't see anyone. AOP is not stirring. I don't see Ellering.
This is going to be it right here.
They have the titles. Oh! Oh my God, they're dangling.
Wow.
AOP kicked out the ladder from under him. We're going to get a super collider here, dude.
Super collider. Wow.
Collider.
I can't believe it.
Oh my God.
Bam.
Power bombs. Here's the super collider. Oh my God, and the double power bomb.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you guys realize that you're allowed to sell?
Oh my. And now look at how quickly they're scaling those ladders. That's it.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Wow. AOP retains.
And you guys wonder why we think the Authors of Pain suck.
Wow. After everything DIY did.
Even freaking Matanza shows that he is still worn out and injured at the end of his matches when he wins. These guys just popped up, powerbomb, super collider, powerbomb, run up the ladder faster than you did at the beginning of the match, win.
I'm so glad you mentioned that part in particular because, dude, they scaled that ladder.
Yeah, like, dude, even at the beginning of the match, when they had taken literally 0 damage, they were more slow and apprehensive to climb the ladder than the very end there when they had gone through that freaking much.
Wow. Well, dude, we gonna get our turn or what? Because
I don't even think we are now. I don't think so, because Johnny sacrificed himself for Ciampa.
Yeah, but I mean, Ciampa is the psycho killer. You gotta want, and see, that's my thing though. I'm actually more convinced we're gonna get the turn because of those moments. Like we saw these guys helping each other up. Gargano's sacrifice, which they're replaying over and over. To me, that is fodder for a heel turn video package.
But
like,
that's what they do in every match. It's not new in this match.
But I feel like it was more significant in this match, seeing as how this was. And keep in mind, too, another thing about this story was we're finally getting our rightful one-on-one rematch.
That's true.
I don't know, dude. I have to agree
with
Chad.
That's the big one to me, is that this was their final, like, their one-on-one match. Like, they're back of the line now that they didn't win this.
Yeah, and
really, they're probably going up to the main roster very soon. Unless the Ciampa heel turn does happen and we get a singles program between them.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to go with Chad here. I'm going to say heel turn unless we see a logo, which will really piss me off. But, yeah. And
there you go. There are the guys.
They're conscious. Come on, Tommaso. You know what you want to do. It was all Johnny's fault.
This is the same exact image after their CWC match.
Yes. Oh, my God. Let's get chat reactions.
Right there it is. They pulled him in for the hug. That's CWC post-match imagery.
Oh, my God.
I think Gargano might have lost a tooth legit.
Dude, I would have lost all my teeth if I took that ladder shot to the face. They're up. They're up.
Ciampa looks pissed.
Look at Tommaso's face. Do it. Do it so Candice can come home to James and I can laugh at the agony of a baby face. Oh, come on. Tommaso distancing himself a little bit.
Oh, God.
He's gonna do it. He's got that look on his face. Do it.
Yeah, well, we're getting DIY chants. Ciampa just held up his fists like, thank you. There's the hug and the embrace. He didn't grab him by the hair and pull him down.
But he's still looking down there.
Oh,
come on.
We're getting a replay.
Oh. Is this going to be like a Kevin Owens thing? Where we get it at the very end?
Are we going to get a signature and then it happens?
Yeah, really. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Man, you know, I can't even say necessarily I'd be super disappointed if we didn't get a heel turn, but I'm really relishing the thought now. There's the Super Collider. And then, yeah, these guys like fucking, scaled the ladder like nothing. We don't sell anything.
There they are.
Do it!
Top of the ramp.
Do it! Oh, my God. They're not going to do it. Wow. Tommaso really...
There's the signature. Oh, there we go.
Yes!
There it is.
Yes! 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 Break that arm! Break that arm!
They did it literally during the signature.
Oh, my God. Ciampa's just had enough of Johnny's shit. Oh, my God. James, Candice is coming home to a real man tonight. Keep beating the shit out of him, Tommaso. It was all his fault. And look at Johnny's face. How could you do this to me?
Oh, the knee.
Yes. 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 Oh, God. I'm so close to vinegar strokes. You have anything else for us, Tommaso?
What are you going to do if he uses a Project Ciampa on him?
Oh, my God. Don't tease me. Yeah. Nighty-night, Johnny. Nighty-night. Yes. Yes. I'm loving these chat reactions right now. And James is laughing at him. You loser. Oh, Johnny's getting up. Project Ciampa.
Guys,
Ciampa.
if you're marking out right now for the Ciampa heel turn, leave a like on the video.
Oh, knee pad just came down. Knee pad just came down. Knee him in the fucking face. Do
Oh
it.
my God.
Yes. Yes. He's worthless. Oh, you did the right thing, Tommaso. I always respect people that know when to cut dead weight. You did it.
Guys, please main event Takeover Brooklyn 3, please.
They really should. Look at Johnny. He's still trying to grasp for Tommaso's hand. You were my friend. You were my friend. Not anymore, Johnny. Not anymore. Tommaso's traded up.
Oh my God.
That image,
I love Johnny Gargano so much.
He's so fucking spaced, and I love Champ.
What's he doing now? Onto the announce table. What is he doing?
Oh, he's
What is he doing? Is he going to go for Project Tampa? I mean, I feel like it would hurt you more than him since you're slamming him on your knees.
Do it. Do it. End his miserable existence. He cost you those NXT tag titles. The team is worthless now. And why, Johnny? Because friendship is for marks.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes,
Terry,
Tommaso.
what's he doing here? Air raid crash? Air raid crash.
Nighty night, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God, he's going to do it off the table. He's going to do it. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. I thought he was going to do it off. He is. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yes. Our prodigal son has returned. The Psycho Killer. The Psycho Killer has done it. He's come home. Look at that one guy laughing in the crowd. That's so me.
That is you. That's 100% you. Oh my God.
Yes, Tommaso. Embrace your destiny. There can only be one. Yes! Yes! Oh, yeah, go check on him, you fucking plebs. Yes, Tommaso, you never needed him. It was always about you. Tell him, James, it was always about Tommaso. And now Candice is liberated. I think this is an excellent win for the good guys here. Oh, Johnny, you're so dead. Your life is over.
We have asshole chance.
Yes! Yeah, Chicago, you know what? I hope with those glorious section signs you brought pocket mirrors with you, they'll show you the real assholes. Yeah, clear the debris. Clear the debris of Johnny Gargano's broken body and his broken pride.
I'm going to let you read James's latest $2 super chat, John.
Candice is coming home to daddy. I'm not pulling out, and I'm not either pulling out my support for this heel turn. Yes! Yes,
I think Johnny is actually dead now.
Yes. Well, you know what? That's what you get for failing your tag team partner. It's a two-man enterprise. Where the fuck was he pulling his weight? It's okay, Tommaso. You don't have to worry about that mediocrity anymore.
He literally sacrificed himself for Tommaso.
Maybe he should have sacrificed harder, Ashton. I'm sorry your precious hero Gargano is so mediocre. There's the real signature. Yes!
Oh my
yes!
God.
Yes! Oh, finally, Tommaso Ciampa can have the spotlight where it belongs, on him. Oh, you know what? That totally, way to pick my mood back up, Takeover. Kudos
you know what,
to
dude?
you.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think this was my favorite Takeover since, Dallas.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this show, guys. This show, to say it far exceeded my expectations, would be a gross understatement. My God, Johnny Gargano got murdered.
Yeah, because we've had some NXT takeovers where there have been one good match and maybe two okay matches and then two meh matches. This show, really, I mean, the first match was fun. The second match was incredible. The third match, the women's triple threat, was better than I expected, even if I wasn't happy with the finish. Roode, Itami, I wasn't happy with the finish again, but it pulled me in like no other. And then that main event was a lot of fun right up until the finish. And then the post-match was amazing. This was my favorite takeover since, I think, Dallas. Yeah. Maybe even, what was the show before Dallas? London. Maybe even since London.
Draven saying his favorite since our evolution. Yeah, this show
I won't go that far. Because our Evolution is like on a freaking pedestal all on its own, and I think that right under that there are a lot of other NXTs that happened before our Evolution that I would place above this. But this is definitely my favorite since either Dallas or London, one of those two.
Absolutely, dude. This show was so much fun.
I'll go back as far as Brooklyn. I'll say this might be my favorite show since Takeover Brooklyn, but that's as far back as I'll go.
I mean, I'm really feeling myself after that. I mean, yes, I desperately wanted Hideo to win. You guys could tell that by my reactions. But just seeing someone as pathetic as Johnny Gargano know his place, God, it's like Christmas and my birthday all in one glorious package. And pun not intended there with the invoking of glorious. But all the same, I thoroughly enjoyed this show. My final score for it, if I'm being honest, would be an 8.5 out of 10. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I would agree with that.
Yeah. So, partner, I'm going to hand it over to you. Fuck you, Johnny Gargano. You got exactly what you deserved. And, partner, I'll leave you to be the good guy and just do your thing so you can take us home.
I'm not even trying to play a character. I genuinely love Johnny Gargano. I love Ciampa, too, and I'm happy that he gets to be this psycho killer. But, God, if you don't feel even a modicum of sympathy for Johnny Gargano after that display, you are literally heartless.
I mean, let me ask you this, Ashton. Do you love all the broken pieces of Johnny Gargano? Because that's all that's left. You know? I mean, do you love that too? Or
I'm talking about Johnny Gargano, the performer. He just put on a freaking Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah, it'll leave me laughing all night long, so I definitely credit him for that. That was some splendid work.
Oh, let's be real. Comedies don't win Oscars.
That's certainly true. But yeah, great. I'm really excited for this program, and I'll even go one better. I wholeheartedly agree with you that the first takeover, post split up here of DIY, that grudge match needs to main event. Why the hell not? It
does. That's what I'm saying. And the next takeover is Brooklyn 3. That needs to be the main event of Brooklyn 3. Even if they have to go out of their way to make the other matches that have championships involved not super climactic and not like big blow-offs to other big storylines, just so that Johnny versus Tommaso can main event. It needs to main event.
I completely agree, dude. I'm hoping it does. I feel like they've got some interesting stories in place here. I mean, Roode's going to need a new contender. I'm putting my money on McIntyre, actually, to challenge next. So I'll put that out there. We know Ember Moon's going to be healed soon. She'll probably be back in the hunt. I actually
saw somewhere that Ember Moon might be out for up to 6 months.
Holy fuck, that's horrible. Okay. Well, then we'll just wait for whatever challenger maybe Candace.
And she got injured 1 month ago, or maybe 2 months ago, depending on how far back the tapings go. But still, I mean, that probably means she'll be out until right around TakeOver Brooklyn, if not September.
Right. Tag titles, I hate to say it, but I'm thinking Heavy Machinery will probably be next in line.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely being built as good guys, and they match up well with AOP, so that makes sense. Women, I mean, yeah, you already said Ember. I'm going to guess that we might even... I mean, between now and the end of August, they might even do the women's tournament and have the winner of that face Asuka at TakeOver Brooklyn 3.
Yeah, and I feel like you've been saying that for a while now, too, so we'll see. So, yeah, the NXT landscape's looking interesting for sure. And I just got a Twitter notification from DBK. So Ciampa is now the new member of Scum Squad, right? I'm definitely going to be tweeting him our merch. See if we can get a T-shirt on him, because that beautiful bald bastard would look magnificent in one. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this show.
Yeah, but heels don't buy fan merch.
That is true. But maybe Ciampa will be like, you know what? I don't care that I'm the heel in all of their eyes. I know that I'm the hero of my own story. And then I'd be like, you're so right, Tommaso, about everything. And then Johnny would shoot us a dirty look. But he doesn't matter because he's worthless. So
I'm going to say, and Javaris brought up TM61 in chat, I'm going to say AOP versus Heavy Machinery at Brooklyn 3. But then TM61 come out at the end of the match after AOP retain.
All right. I can dig that. I really got nothing else to say about this show, dude. I'm ready for us to go home. I thoroughly enjoyed this show. I'm curious about the NXT landscape. So if you have anything to say, we can close this out.
No, I don't have anything else I want to add, guys. Make sure to leave a like before you leave. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment on your thoughts on the show once it's done processing. And hey, this was another 2.5 hour long NXT TakeOver special, so that's kind of what we can expect from here on out. It's been going on for the last year or so, and I guess it's just kind of a trend at this point. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night for Backlash. Make sure to check out everything in the description. All of our social media links and different ways that you can support us are down there. So we'll see you all tomorrow night for Backlash, and make sure that you all stay tuned.